Asks me for advice in the media, I'm going to tell him my best advice to you, be a hot chick.
Knicks fans, this is not a dream. Your long wait has ended. Go ahead and cry. After 53 years, the Knicks are finally NBA champions once again.
New York has its title. The 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. For complete championship coverage, insight, reaction, and everything orange and blue, stay with the Fan. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station. Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
Happy Parade Eve to you and yours and those that will celebrate. It is Evan and Tiki with me, Shaun Morash, taking you through the next 4 hours until the Carton Show with Big Mac. Evan, it was too much to bear. It was too much to take with his IBO hat. He is taken off on Parade Eve, as we got a text after we left the studios yesterday, taking care of some business with his
you know
kids.
why that is, Sean, because tomorrow we are going to be immersed in parade coverage, talking about it, just experiencing it from a fan standpoint. Those that are down there can probably reach out to us, but it's going to be unbelievable for New York City to have that many people. I've never been to a parade, and we'll figure out what it looks like from our perspective. But it's going to be an incredible day celebrating the New York Knicks, and Evan's got to prepare himself mentally for that.
He's got to rest the voice, everything. Evan is also, I think, the only one left at the station. Well, I guess Boomer's been here as well, that has broadcast from multiple parades and teams he's disliked. So he's well-versed in that.
Right.
So, we'll break down what to expect for those fans who have never been to a parade. Which
you've been, right?
I've been. I did the 2007 Giants, the 2009 Yankees. So I'm going to give you kind of my do's, my don'ts, because as I'm reading social media today, Tiki, it's amazing. Really, I know we know how long the drought has been, but there's an entire generation of people who have just simply never experienced the Canyon of Heroes parade to this degree. I know the Liberty have had one.
Right.
The U.S. women's soccer team have had one, but this is going to be like anything that many have seen. So I'll kind of cover what to expect, what not to expect, because I'm already seeing some people making some major mistakes in some of the dialogue on social media. We'll get to that. But I did want to start today, Tiki, with I can't get enough of playing back James Dolan clips in my head. And I know that is crazy to even say that sentence when you think about how far we've come with James Dolan. But we have a promo running here, and it's a piece of sound that we played Monday, and it's something that has stuck with me that has really made me think forward. Because, look, I haven't made any bones about this. I feel like I have been knocked from that troll perch. I've been very supportive of the Knicks fans. I hugged. I admitted to the crying. I had to. How do you not give them the dues? But I want mines, Tiki. I want mines. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
You've had some, at least. I mean, I'm glad Evan's not here, because then he'd look at you cross-eyed right now.
I know. But last night, I'm sitting down and I'm watching the Yankee game. And it is about 9 o'clock at night. So usually my kids got to be in bed by 9, especially on school nights. My daughter Taylor comes stumbling out of her room. Okay, and she's made good progress this year, at least with the Yankees, and kind of learning the math of it, what the good players are. She loves Ben Rice. And she sits down on my lap. I go, baby, you really got to go to sleep. You got school. There's only like 6 more days of school left. And she goes, Daddy, she tells me the 2 friends' names. They came into school yesterday, and they said their daddy let them stay up to watch the Knicks win their championship. She goes, if the Yankees make their championship, am I allowed to stay up? And then this thought started going through my head. My first answer was, I don't care what Mommy says. Absolutely. I would experience it with you. And then it made me want it more. It made me want it more. If my kid is asking, I want to experience one with the kids. So I went back to James Dolan in my head. And this clip from James Dolan, he said something important.
I saw a team. We were a team. We've been a team the whole time. But I want to say something to New York. Hey, New York, I'm sorry it took so long, but here we are, and hopefully it won't take that long again. Yeah!
The yeah always makes me laugh. But 2 important things, Tiki.
Right.
I saw a team. right? The togetherness of a team, which the Knicks, there were no doubt about it. They left no doubt, and they had all the integral parts that we talk about with what it takes to be a champion.
No, you're right. You're hearing all of these post reports and the inside noise that you hear on the baseline when they're down by 29 and how they're sticking together. They always had each other's back.
They did.
It's why they were able to persevere through some of the things they went through.
They did. And then you hear, I'm sorry it took so long, which is true. For the Knicks, it's over 50 years. But let's be honest. Just because it took over 50 years for the Knicks doesn't mean that it also hasn't been pretty freaking long for every other team. Like, 17 years for the Yankees is a long time. We're hitting the 15-year mark on the New York Football Giants.
Good point.
That's a long time. And don't even get me started on the other teams in town, the Rangers, the Islanders, got the Nets, the Jets. I mean, geez. And the Mets, of course, in 86. So, Tiki, I ask you this important question. If you had to think right now on the I'm sorry it took so long, are you taking the Knicks or are you taking the field in New York in terms of what the next one will be?
That's a good question. I mean, yesterday we briefly hit this, and because of Tommy, positive Tommy talking about the Knicks are starting a dynasty and they're going to win next year, and we put in our predictions. None of us on our show, Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash, picked the Knicks to get back. I don't even think we picked them to get back to the finals.
Not one of us had the Knicks in the finals.
And so some people are going to say the Knicks are positioned to win this thing over and over again because they're veteran. They have the experience. We know they walked up the stairs to get here from the Julius Randle years where they get to the playoffs. They get knocked out by Atlanta right away, but then they just took steps every single year. The second round, Eastern Conference Finals. Ultimately, they get to the finals and they win the championship. So they're conditioned. But they got a lot to do still to get this team back and run it back. I don't want to say in a better form because this was a great form for them. They dominated everybody. 16-3 in the postseason. They really didn't leave any doubt who the deserved champion was for the NBA this year, even though it felt like every team that they played knocked them down a pedestal and said they deserved to win or they analytically were better or we dominated the series. They lost 3 games in the entire postseason.
Insane run.
I don't care what the hell these other teams are saying. The Knicks were the best team in basketball this year, collectively when it mattered. So they should be able to do it again. But we've also seen that the NBA is parity driven.
Yeah.
It's something that we pine for in sports. You just want your team. And I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about every team in any sport. You just want your team to have a chance. Yeah. In the NBA, it truly feels like that's reality. They've arrived. Different champions in 8 different years. So and again, I hate history. I talked about how history doesn't tell you anything, but it does in this case. I don't see the Knicks doing it again simply because there's going to be some team that we didn't expect that's going to be better than them at some point. Yeah. So I have to take the field. Only because history is telling me that the NBA doesn't do repeats anymore. Now, could the Knicks be the exception? Sure. But I don't see that right now.
Okay, but when I ask you this question, this is why I framed it that way, Knicks or the field. It doesn't necessarily mean the Knicks repeating. Like, it could mean Brunson's Knicks get another championship in 2 years, 3 years, before the next New York championship.
Next New York championship.
Yep. That was framed in a way. It didn't have to be a repeat.
No, you're right. So it's not necessarily next year. It's who wins the next championship.
Who wins the next
championship? Is it the Knicks or is it somebody else 3 years from now before the Knicks do it again?
As we sit here on the precipice of field. I'm still going field. I'm going field as well. And again, full disclosure, this could be Kool-Aid drinking, but I am starting to watch the New York Yankees through the lens of the New York Knicks, which is a dangerous thing to do because the Yankees have had their chances with recent runs. A couple years ago making the World Series. It's a dangerous thing to do. But there are elements to this Yankees team this year.
So you're specifically trying to find the team that you think
do it. I'm taking the field, and I'm going to take the Yankees from this standpoint, okay? I believe that the Giants are on the right step, right? They hired the right head coach in my mind. I have high hopes for Jackson Dart, but I do have to see them go perform on a field and win some football games before I do totally do that.
Everything is new.
Everything is new. And I also think they're probably going to have to go through a phase of maybe just narrowly missing the playoffs or making the playoffs and losing before we even have that discussion.
The NFL doesn't necessarily do that, though.
I know. And they could be the Patriots of last year who made the Super Bowl. They could be. But I'm trying to be reserved in that because at least I have to see it. The Yankees, though, Tiki, and forget the hockey teams. Obviously, the Jets, we got to see what the hell happens at the quarterback situation. The Jets. The Mets, I mean, this has been as disappointing as anything. We'll talk about Mendy later. But I think the Yankees go win a championship again before Brunson's Knicks, and damn it might be this year. Damn it might be. And I want you to think about the pandemic bubble hockey and football. The Bucks and Lightning. Tampa Bay got double championships. When the Lakers won that 2020 championship, the Dodgers won a World Series. Boston went through that realm of it seeming like, they had those years where they doubled up. It is not uncommon in multiple sports team towns for that enthusiasm just to bleed through and something changes in a city. I don't know if that's tangible or what, but now the Yankees as it relates to the Knicks.
I mean, the only way, so we could pick through all of them individually.
Yeah.
But since you start with the Yankees, because I have thoughts on the Giants, only because of what the NFL is now.
Okay.
And how you can truly advance really quickly. But if you're going to start with the Yankees, there is something that I think we learned about what it takes to win a championship that you saw in the Knicks. And if you want to go back to the Giants in 2011, you saw it in them too. They were a team that is ridiculously resilient. They get knocked down, they get back up. It's typified by Jalen Brunson, but you could say back in 2011 it was typified by Eli Manning, right? Get knocked down, disrespected. Nobody wanted to give him credit because he was an average regular season quarterback. But when he got to the moments that mattered, he dominated. And so what we saw from the New York Knicks in 2026 was a team that wasn't perfect.
No.
Right? But they were constantly improving. They were constantly, I don't want to say reinventing because that's too broad and too grandiose of a word, but they were constantly tweaking and getting themselves better and finding what little piece worked, whether it was Jose Alvarado or Landry Shamet or Deuce coming back.
A coach willing to adjust things when need be.
Listening to his coach. But the biggest thing you saw about the New York Knicks is that they would get knocked down. Right? It's flattened. Like, oh, God, we stopped believing in them. Like, the fan, their diehards stopped believing in them. But you know what? They would bounce them back up. And then eventually, they'd keep swinging. They'd keep knocking. And then we saw this in the postseason. They would knock and knock and knock you until they knocked you down. And then once they knocked you down, they were stepping on your throat. Right?
We're not letting you get up again.
It was over. This was not like they didn't let the guy tap out, if we're going to use a UFC reference. They didn't let the opponent tap out. They choked him out, right?
Like a snake.
It was unbelievable how dominant and, like, just, I don't know, mean they felt.
Yeah.
And
they were. That's a good way to phrase it. They felt mean.
They felt mean, but likable mean.
Lovable mean, yes.
But and so when they win the championship, it's like, of course they did. Because we saw them, we saw how they operate. They have a killer instinct. So when I look at the Yankees now, since we're talking about the Yankees, that's who you believe is in the field, could win the next championship. Do the Yankees have a killer instinct?
All right.
Do the Yankees feel like a team that's going to get knocked down, get mad, stand back up, and then like try to choke you out? Or are they a team that's just like, yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. We know you knocked us down, but we're not upset about it. We'll be all right. And I feel like their personality, unfortunately, doesn't lead to the championship DNA that you need. I don't feel it with the Yankees. I want to. I love the Yankees. Just like I'm not diehard like you, but they're my baseball team. But I don't feel it. I don't feel the killer instinct. I hear Aaron Boone talking about, it'll be all right. Yeah, we're fine. All the mistakes that are glaringly obvious a year ago, don't worry about those. The Volpe stuff, don't worry about that. It's all good. We'll work our way through it. We'll figure it out. It's a long season. All those cliches that he throws out there doesn't tell me this is a killer. And unfortunately, in sport, you got to have a killer instinct. We saw it with the Eagles 2 years ago, right? They just bludgeoned Kansas City.
That was a good way to. That's a good comparison. Unfortunately, it's true.
Hey, man, you know what? We respect you, Kansas. Yeah. Like, no, man, we have an advantage. We're going to beat your ass.
And that was another team that, I mean, even people like me, you doubted every step of the way because of that until 100%.
And so I'm almost talking myself into saying the Knicks. I'm taking the Knicks now, only because I feel like they have that little that little FU that you need. And if you don't have that, it's hard to win championships.
I agree to an extent. And I think that has been what's lacking with the Yankees. Mm-hmm. Here is my hope for killer instinct and something I'm looking at, okay? Right off the bat, I know we've been engulfed with the Knicks, and I know the diehard Yankee fans out there, maybe even some have kind of taken their eyeball off the Yankees, but, man, it's June 17th. Where's the June swoon, Tiki?
That's a good point.
Okay.
And
John-
it's without Stanton, who had a setback
Yup.
with his calf.
Yup.
It's without Judge, who's out
Yup.
indefinitely. We have no idea. And these young kids are coming up and doing some damage.
Okay. This is what I'm getting to. I feel like you can make a case the Yankee DNA is changing in front of our eyes.
Huh.
Okay? Last year, and we made a big deal about it, and it is carried over to this year, what Cam Schlittler did to the Boston Red Sox, the team he grew up rooting for,
And then talk trash.
talk trash about after, he had that dog in him, right? He had that killer instinct. And Cam Schlittler has followed it up this year by being the most dominant pitcher in the American League. And he just has a different way about him that we haven't seen from the Yankees. What Ben Rice has evolved into here for the Yankees. It hits another home run last night. With all due respect, like Tiki said this at the beginning of the year, he very well might be the American League MVP, which is crazy to picture. A Yankee team that has Aaron Judge on the roster having a different American League MVP. He kind of feels like he's got a little bit more. Now, we have to see it evolve in the postseason.
But he's a smart guy.
Smart guy.
He's an Ivy League guy.
But he's kind of like one of those guys that kills you with the smile.
Right.
And Jalen Brunson feels like a guy that would kill you with the smile and then strangle you. Okay. Ben Rice. We talk about the bullpen and, hopefully call up this LaGrande, and we'll see if George Lombard, who got hurt last night, comes up there. But those two guys, and Garrett Cole, has the
he
it factor
definitely
about
has
him.
that. He definitely
And
has
the
that.
Yankees missed him a year ago. What we don't know is, can Aaron Boone be the manager that actually leads this team to a championship? We'll figure that out. But here's the other killer instinct they're going to have. The Yankees, and you and I were just going over this pre-show, with the run differential that they have separating the American League.
Unbelievable.
Oh, by the way, in comparing to the Knicks, weak conference, weak league. Oh, yeah. Boy, does that sound familiar. Sounds like the Knicks through the East. Can the Yankees leave? No doubt. That sounds very familiar. Brian Cashman's got to have that killer instinct, too, at the trade deadline. I have been on with you guys these past couple summers talking about how he kind of like halfwayed the trade deadlines. No.
Right.
Whatever you think this team needs, go make sure you have it. And the young evolution of the young players they've called up. Spencer Jones hits a home run.
Mashed it last night.
Again, I could have pie on my face. They could lose to the Rays. They could lose to the Mariners. Maybe they lose to this White Sox team in the postseason. We have to get to
They
October
are
to figure
not
that out.
losing to the White Sox.
I don't think so either.
They destroyed them.
But I am no longer going to approach this season like, if you get there, you can't beat the Dodgers you couldn't 2 years ago. Man, it sounds like the Oklahoma City Thunder to me with what we heard about the Knicks all year. The Knicks can't win a championship. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be sitting there. And then there came the Spurs. Hey, Atlanta Braves are a pretty good young team sitting there with a good record as well. There are at least enough parallels, and you know me loving these parallels and cross-sports connections, that made me realize when I put my eyes to shut last night, I think the Yankees are the next team that win a championship here in New York.
I mean, it's interesting. I'll be interested to hear what people think about this. But the only way it's happening is if their DNA evolves, if their mentality changes, if that killer instinct that is necessary becomes front and center to their identity. And maybe, and you mentioned this earlier before we started this at the top of the hour, maybe the energy, man, look at these Knicks. Man, they are kings of this town. And there are going to be 2 million people down at City Hall tomorrow celebrating what they accomplished. Maybe it rubs off. Maybe it does. So, Knicks or the field? What are you taking?
Yeah, 888-808-1019. As we live in this Knicks glory, will it be them that wins again or another team? And I've made the case for the New York Yankees. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash. No Evan today. Your phone calls next 4 hours. We'll get into plenty of the parade planning and all that comes with it. 888-808-1019. Our friends, it's time for the Yankees' turning point of the game. Be the first caller to correctly identify yesterday's turning point of the game at 866-540-WFAN. That's 866-540-9326. And you'll receive a $100 Wendy's gift card. From our friends at Wendy's, eat great even late. At Wendy's, it's all from your flagship station for New York Yankees baseball, The Fan.
There's no better time than right now to upgrade your home. With Windorama's summer savings event. Save up to 40% when you install with Windorama. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors and Master Shield Gutter Guards. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle it all. a stress-free process from measurement to installation. And when you shop in-stock inventory, they'll install in just 14 days. Visit windowrama.com and book now.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest prices on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. And this portion of the program was sponsored by Surfside Iced Tea and Lemonades Plus Vodka. It's not a seltzer, it's a Surfside. It's also sponsored by the New York City Department of Transportation.
Nothing pairs better with Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka or Surfside Lemonade and Vodka like a day on the golf course. Made with real vodka, real tea, and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Cheers to hitting the fairway and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21, please drink responsibly.
The big soccer tournament is here. Extreme gridlock, also here. Skip the traffic, take public transit. Sit back, relax, and arrive on time. In a showdown of transit versus traffic, transit wins. Every time. Brought to you by the NYC Department of Transportation.
If you're in the trade, you already know the name Cooper Electric. They've been supporting contractors across the Northeast with supplies, inventory, and expertise to get the job done right and on time. And this summer, don't miss Milwaukee tool events happening at Cooper Electric locations. Come out to an event or stop by Cooper Electric to check out the latest tools and great Milwaukee deals. Visit cooper-electric.com. Check the calendar and find the event near you. Cooper Electric and Milwaukee Tool. Built for the trades. Operating engineer.
Well, Daly rode in at sunrise with a story to unload. Said his nephew's team got humbled, 50 points out on the road. 33-83, that scoreboard told no lies. Even Maggie shook her head, Perloff stared at the sky. So raise your cup to Daly, the toughest fan we know. Through blowouts and bad box scores, he still comes to the show. We sing goodbye to infinity and fell without a sound. And Bellotti and Manning never showed, their boots still off the ground. Yeah, the West is wide and weary, but the legends still remain on Maggie and Perloff's U2 range. Infinity once was shining, but it faded in the dust.
Scored 3 points. Meanwhile, Mexico and South Korea will battle in Guadalajara for the top of the standings in Group A after both teams won their first matches. Mexico is plus 100 to win the match on home soil, while South Korea is plus 300. This has been your official Odyssey Sports Match Day preview brought to you by Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Listen in ahead of each match day for the latest betting insights from Fanatic's all tournament long.
Want to stay cool for the next 2 summers without spending a penny? Well, Sloman's has the AC offer of the century. Get 18 months with 0 payments and 0 interest. They're now offering cutting-edge 18-SEER 2026 refrigerant-compliant systems expertly installed by their certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right, get started with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Plus, they're including a comprehensive 5-year service plan. This includes annual system checks, filter replacement, and refrigerant to keep your AC running smoothly all summer long. Servicing all of Long Island and Queens, call the team at Sloman's today at 516-932-7000 for your free estimate. But hurry, these cool savings won't last. Don't miss out. Call 516-932-7000 or visit ac.slomans.com. That's ac.slomans.com. Terms and conditions do apply.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834. That's 800-575-9834. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Now is the time. This is the place. June 24th through the 28th at TPC River Highlands. Visit TravelersChampionship.com for information.
The New York Knicks have reached the mountaintop for championship reaction, analysis, and celebration from every corner of the tri-state. Stay with the Fan.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. The Yankees took out the Lumber last night, 12-2 the final. Spencer Jones hit his first Yankee Stadium home run. Ben Rice and Uncle Paul Goldschmidt smacked homers as well. As the Yankees are now 2.5 games up on the Rays in the AL East. They were 7 back in the loss column just a month ago. The Mets, meanwhile, had Kodai Senga give up 4 runs in the first. Reds beat them 5-3. They have an afternoon game coming up with the Mets seemingly still with no. They go win those 2 out of 3 over the weekend and no answers.
Yeah, I mean, their pitching is the issue. Christian Scott has now got that hip impingement, and I guess Sean Manaea is one of your better options. We've seen David Peterson falter. I just don't know what the answer is for them starting pitching wise. Now, maybe it's bullpenning. They might have to Tampa Ray it.
They have to.
Seriously.
You go back to the Subway Series. That Clay Holmes injury ends up being huge. Probably the most significant part of this Mets
Enormous.
season. Enormous.
Look, Kodai Senga was not horrible the entire time. He was horrible in the first inning.
Yep.
And that's to be expected after being down in the minors for as long as he was.
Team in a hole that has trouble scoring runs to begin with.
No, you're right.
In the front. I could declare this as we're going to get to your calls on Knicks or the field. The Knicks are closer to another championship than the Mets are. So 888-808-1019. Mitchell in Queens. Mitchell, you start us off. What's going on, man?
What's up, Mitchell?
Hey, guys. How are you?
All's
Great
well.
Lead off here on another morning of championship week. Shaun, keep giving parallels because we don't agree on any of our teams, and I know you'll just bloviate into saying something that you're going to do, like an embarrassing thing, like dropping the cake yesterday, and you'll make a promise about how you'll wear an Eagles jersey or a Jets jersey or an Islanders jersey, and then you'll say Mark Chernoff doesn't work here, but he still says that I have to take it off because it's not professional. But I love that. Keep on bloviating that way.
I'll try.
A couple of points. I want to collect one receipt and make a point about how the Knicks built. So after the Knicks beat the Celtics last year, I was laughed off by Evan and Tiki that I said Thibodeau's job is not secure, and it was clearly shown in the next round, and it was clearly shown this year that Mike Brown can coach at a all-star caliber, at a championship caliber level.
No doubt.
And I think that going forward, with let's say a fully loaded Pacers team next year, I don't think, even if the Knicks are out-coached, it won't be by a lot. They can still hold their own. And one other thing I think to think about, Tiki, you can correct me if I'm wrong, you played in the NFL, you know the NFL.
Yeah.
I feel like something that's to be looked at in the NBA draft process is how successful a player was in college. Like, people forget Josh Hart was a Player of the Year finalist.
That's true.
Now, in the NFL, it's like, just because you can cover and all I know this is from watching games and playing. Because you can cover in college, that doesn't mean you could read coverages in the NFL and you could, how to play proper zone alignments. But I feel like in the NBA, where it's much more execution-based and we care about mentality as opposed to adjustment of speed of the game and a lot of the, cerebral part of the game, I think there should be a lot more based on players who are really successful and winning and leading teams.
No, I think you're right, Mitchell. You nailed it in a couple of categories. One, so in the NFL, I don't want to dumb down college, but there's a lot of players in college football who are never even going to get a shot. That are really good college football players. They're never even going to get a shot to play in the NFL. And part of it is just athleticism. Part of it is in the NFL, it gets really complicated. I tell people all the time, and this was 30 years ago. I got my first playbook, and it was like an encyclopedia. I was like, I need to learn all of this? Are you kidding? And I dove into it, and look, I'm smart. I learned it.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of guys don't. And they were probably potentially better than me. They just couldn't learn what you needed to do.
It's the mental miss with the athleticism.
100%. And that's in the NFL. Mm-hmm. In basketball, in the NBA, I think having that basketball IQ, like you've done it since you were 8, or even younger, you learn how to dribble, you learn how to create, you learn how to, play the game above the X's and O's is so important. And you can see it in success, right? Because there's 5 guys on the court, like 1 or 2 of them are going to be the real big difference makers. And if you have success in college, you had success. You probably did have sex in high school, but you had success in high school, and you had it in AAU, and all the way down. Like, you had success because you have the talent, and that translates. I think it's important.
Yeah, and Jalen Brunson clearly has that basketball
I was listening
IQ.
to Chris Paul talk about Jalen Brunson. This was from a couple of years ago, and he said the reason that he is the way he is because he's always played against bigger kids. Mm-hmm. Like when he was in 9th grade, he was doing stuff with Chris Paul and these other grown-up men. So he learned all the skills when he was a kid. And so, a senior in high school is trying to body up Jalen Brunson. Well, he's used to it. So now he gets Wemby in the NBA Finals. It's like, I'm used to playing against bigger people. Yeah. Right? It's just, it's not accidental is my point.
No, it's not.
Jalen Brunson's success is not, he just got in the right place at the right time. We've seen these videos. He's been developing it from as long as he can probably remember.
With an enormous chip on his shoulder.
Right.
And we forget, his father played in the NBA as well.
Good point.
Adam in South Jersey. Adam, what's up?
What's up, guys? Good morning. Happy Parade Eve. I'm psyched up. I already told my bosses, don't count on me being there tomorrow. I'm getting to the city bright and early with bells and whistles. I'll tell you, it's an interesting conversation you guys are having about who's going to win next, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm big into the Knicks. I'm big into the Yankees. The Yankees are showing me some really good signs. Judge, all these guys out, Grisham's out, and yet they're still winning games. And one thing we all, and Sean, you're going to agree with this, we all hope for this, was Garrett Cole to come back and look like Garrett Cole. And guess what he looks like? He looks like Garrett Cole.
He does.
Right? So,
and he hasn't had a Cam Schlittler or a Max Fried in a rotation with him since he's been a Yankee either.
Right. So, and now once we get Fried back, if Fried could be any semblance of Fried, I've always thought pitching wins in the playoffs, man. If the Yankees could pitch at a high level, they can be. But I'm going to say this about the Knicks. I don't know if you guys noticed, they're already 4th in the odds to win next year. Keep doubting them. Keep fueling Jalen. I love it. Keep fueling him. He's going to see that. You don't think they're going to use that as locker room motivation to start the year? He's going to say, look, guys, we just won the championship, and we're still being disrespected.
Yep.
I think the Knicks get back to the finals next year. Whether they win or not is another thing, but I think they get there. Enjoy the parade tomorrow, guys.
Thank you, Adam.
I'm psyched for it. I'll be yelling on top of my lungs. If you see a big, tall guy with a Turk jersey and a crown on, that's me.
I love it. Enjoy, Adam.
I love it, Adam.
That's the kind of mentality to bring to the parade. Yeah, like a half an hour, we're going to go over the do's, do nots. I know there are people with the parade experience, people without, and just an unbelievable trend that I'm seeing kind of on social media. It's like shocking me about the parade. I have to break into it.
So tell me which one of the teams that we're talking about has the killer instinct. We know the Knicks have it. I question whether the Yankees have it. And the reason is, who's the catalyst? Who's that dude that says we're stepping on the other team's throat?
On the Yankees?
On the Yankees. We know it's Brunson. It's a bunch of guys.
Unfortunately, it's Cam Schlittler, but he can only control what games he pitches.
Right. So, I guess it's Cam. Garrett Cole could be that way as Max Fried if he gets back healthy.
Okay, so is that the way they attack it? Is with the pitching?
It might be the pitching staff. It might be the rotation that does it for them. Because ultimately, let's be real. If all 3 of those guys are healthy in the postseason and they're at their peak, who's better than them?
Look at the run differential in the American League. Who's beating them in the American League with those 3 guys pitching in series?
Right. So they could be the killer instinct that the Yankees need.
They could be.
The 3 starting pitchers. Who is it with the Giants? Is it Jackson Dart?
All right.
Is it Abdul Carter?
So, okay.
Is it Brian Burns maybe? I actually think the Giants have a couple of candidates, but they have to evolve into it as Giant. Like Brian Burns is obviously he's older. He's not a young player like.
But he's been on a lot of losing
teams. Right? But can he be that guy? Can he take that next step? Because I think it's necessary. I think it's something you can't take for granted when you're on a potentially good team. Like we're potentially good. And everything is going to fall into place. That's been the problem with the Yankees. Let's be honest. Like, they're potentially really good. They are always a World Series viable team, but I think they take it for granted, that little extra like that little killer instinct that you need. And the Knicks showed us what happens when you employ it. When you espouse it, when you talk it, when you say, yeah, we're up 3-1, it's 0-0, 2-1, or 2-0, it's 0-0. Like,
you're right.
It doesn't matter. The next one matters more. Like, the teams in this town that are gonna be viable for championships have to define and develop that, and it has to be, just like with the Knicks, intentional. It can't just accidentally happen. It has to be intentional, and it's why I appreciate the Knicks. And now that I'm keep talking about this, I think I might switch and say it's the Knicks. Forget the field.
Yeah.
Because I can't identify who's doing that for the Yankees. I can't identify who's doing it for the Rangers. I can't identify doing it for the Devils. It's not going to be Jack Hughes.
No.
Right? I can't identify who's going to do it for the Giants. Like, who's doing it?
Now,
Until I see it, I'm not going to believe it.
The Giants, I mean, we could put a pin in because, again, we need to see more. I will say this. Specifically in that Eagles game, and there were moments in the Denver game until it unraveled, right? And then the season unraveled. Scatterboo and Dart look like they have the killer.
Of course.
They do.
Of course they do.
But we need to see a lot more of it, right?
They're second-year players.
Second-year players. Yeah. The thing remember about the Knicks is we are living in, again, for the 40th time this week, a world where the New York Knicks are NBA champions. But as far as that killer instinct goes, yeah, Brunson obviously felt like he had it from the moment he got here. But this team experienced a lot of heartache where Tyrese Halliburton had the killer instinct versus them. Obviously, you lose a couple years ago. It was Indiana as well,
right?
Okay? And were we sure the Knicks had the killer instinct until we were sure the Knicks had the killer instinct?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We didn't know.
And the Yankees...
We didn't know until after Game 4 against the Hawks.
Yes. That's
when we first saw it, and then it was like, holy crap.
Yes. So the Yankees, as far as they go, okay. They got punched in the mouth by the Dodgers in that World Series. Last year, things fall apart. The Blue Jays all that year. Now they've added some new ingredients. Is it possible that the heartache of the playoff losses, and the Yankees have, and Stanton's been this guy, I know he hasn't been playing, but the mission of like pushing forward, they have felt like they have at least said the right things behind closed doors.
The Yankees.
The Yankees have to show you the signs of that, but we still have to see it. So
yeah, but so much of it is the manager.
It is. Okay, so is that what it came down to? Changing from Thibodeau to Mike Brown, change that killer instinct over the top?
Well, I think it allowed it to develop.
All right.
It allowed it to become front and center. Now, here's my hope for the Giants, just to flip to them real quick. I hope Harbaugh brings that.
I do too.
Right?
I do too.
But who's doing it for the Yankees?
For the Yankees. Okay. I want to ask you an important question about that when we come back, and keep your calls coming on. Is it the Knicks or is it the field? The next championship we get in New York, and Parade Eve talk coming up in about 20 minutes as well. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on the Fan, 888-808-1019. And big week, guys. We got the 126th U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills and Father's Day.
That's here, too?
Yes, out east on Long Island. And Flag and Anthem is your answer for both. Heading to Southampton to watch Keegan Bradley. Grab some Americana polos from their licensed collection. Need a gift for Dad? Head over to flagandanthem.com and order some of his favorite shirts and shorts. Or get Dad a Flag and Anthem gift card. Check out their exclusive America 250 collection. Premium, ultra comfortable, patriotic gear celebrating America's 250th birthday. Don't wait until the last minute and get Dad another boring tie. Use code WFAN25 for 25% off.
This is Tiki Barber, and the World Cup is here. And at NJID, the #1 public university in New Jersey for alumni success, according to the Wall Street Journal rankings, they are putting you in the action. We all know that sports has evolved into analytics and technology. So whether you're talking about the engineering of the game or the math around some of the scoring, the analytics, you really got to find a tool that helps you understand that. And the students at NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management have developed a digital dashboard that allows all of that to come together in one place. Part of it is tracking fan sentiment. For instance, how loud is your city? How loud are you out in San Francisco at SoFi or LA at SoFi? How loud are you going to be over in East Rutherford at MetLife Stadium when United States takes on Australia? How loud are they going to be out on the West Coast? Well, at the NJIT's dashboard, which is njit-worldcup.com, you can see all of that. You can see how loud it is. You can also find out what the weather or the transit is going to be like. Check this out. It is an unbelievable tool that the students at the Martin Tuckman School of Management have put together. Visit njit-worldcup.com. That's njit-worldcup.com.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. Early momentum in Group L is at stake with England taking on Croatia in Arlington, Texas. Both of those sides enter the tournament in the top 10 of the world rankings. England could be among the most talented teams in the field. Ghana faces Panama in Toronto. Panama is looking for their first ever World Cup win. I'm Mike Conti.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And all it takes is a few clicks. We make buying metal online easy so you can spend less time shopping and more time getting things done. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Place an order online today at metalsupermarkets.com.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
The world's biggest soccer tournament is here, and so are extra packed trains and gridlocked highways. Ditch the commute and work from home with Fios. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month, or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Town Fair Tires, New England's largest volume discount tire dealer with over 125 locations. So we sell name brand tires for the guaranteed lowest price, like Michelin tires, with all-season capabilities and maximum performance. Plus, Town Fair will give you more free services for life on your Michelin tires, for longer tread life and reliable traction in both wet and dry conditions. For the guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hi, it's Chris Riccobono, founder of Untuck It. 15 years, 15 million shirts sold, and we're still the best in the game, which means Untuck It also has the best gifts for Father's Day, now on sale. He'll love to unwrap wrinkle-free cotton to save him time in the morning, performance stretch styles he never has to iron, polos for golf, and more, all perfect for the summer. Shop our Father's Day sale going on now at untuckit.com or at one of our 80-plus stores nationwide. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Guys, let's keep it simple. There are 2 things you probably should be doing: taking care of your health and doing something that actually makes an impact. Here's a way to do both. California Cryobank is looking for healthy men to become sperm donors. You can earn up to $2,400 a month and get free health and genetic screenings along the way. So yeah, you're getting paid to get checked out. And you're helping families who need it. Efficient, smart, done. Check out spermbank.com to learn more. Apply and see if you qualify.
Corona congratulates the New York basketball champions on winning the 2026 title. From the parade to La Playa, continue the celebration this Thursday at Ulysses on Stone Street from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Lime's Inn championship win. Enjoy Corona specials and swag as you celebrate on La Playa. Please drink responsibly.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started today. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We all love the app around here. It is safe and secure, has all the betting markets you could possibly want. And when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and older, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, please call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
The wait is finally over. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. For complete championship coverage from the station that lived every moment of the journey, stay with the Fan.
Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on the Fan. Evan off today. We'll be back tomorrow. Parade Eve here. In about 15 minutes, we're going to go over all like the do's and do-nots of the parade. If you're a first-timer, if you're somebody who went 15 years ago for the Giants, 17 years ago for the Yankees, maybe things have changed. We have a list of things you can't bring. We'll do all of that in a little bit. But I did end the last segment wanting to ask Tiki this important question because he talked about like the killer instinct and things that changed and Mike Brown coming over, and maybe that's what finally put the Knicks over the top with the killer instinct. Tiki, it's one thing for a person like me or Evan as the diehard fan to try to do the cross-sport pollination and observe and do all this. But as far as organizations go, you know, if you're the Yankees this year and you have this incredible year and you have this American League that you could seemingly go through and you don't find a way, and I know that they say baseball's a crapshoot. That's what Brian Cashman says every year. Do you look at what the Knicks accomplished when they make an Eastern Conference final and lose, when they knock on the door and they fire a Tom Thibodeau, they make that really, really critical, hard decision.
Yes. And
then watch it immediately pay dividends with a championship. Is it possible an organization like the Yankees could look at that at the end of the year if Aaron Boone doesn't win and go,
100%. I doubt it's going to work as seamlessly because we also can't forget that the organizational change that happened with the Knicks, it wasn't necessarily coach related. It was vision related by Leon Rose.
True.
So he gets hired, he gets brought in, and this isn't a knock on Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman's been there forever.
Yeah.
And so for someone else to come in and visualize it differently is, I think, harder to see happening with the Yankees than we saw with, I think, really any other team.
Yeah.
Like you could see it with the Rangers. Chris Drury be out. Change your coach. That's easy. They do it every 2 years in hockey anyways. You could see it happening in some other sports. You could see it happening in football.
Definitely.
Right? GMs and head coaches, they get fired, replaced a lot. It doesn't feel like it's in the cards for the Yankees for that path to get them the killer instinct that helped the Knicks win a championship. But it's an interesting thought. Right? And could it be necessary? Sure. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah, I just don't know how, and I think this probably goes for every team. I know we're really focused on the Yankees and Giants because it feels like we're saying what's not being said. They feel like the next closest to being like really, you know, you put the Mets aside because this is a bad year, but they could rebound next year. But I don't know how you, as an owner, watch how many people flood the streets of Lower Manhattan for a parade and then not to think to yourself,
yeah, but you also
how far away are we?
Like, we forget the James Dolan path, like and how he's always done things. It's always been, let me go get the best at this. And, I know this guy, so I'm going to hire him. So whether that was, whoever it was, any of the guys, Phil Jackson, etc. Leon Rose was kind of one of those guys as well. He just happened to pick the right guy this time.
Yeah, he did it the right way.
I don't want to say it's random or it's luck, because I don't think luck is nonsense BS.
I think you create your own luck.
It's 100%. It's the intersection, right, of being on, having the right thought and having, the right selection at the same time. We call it luck, but it's just, I don't feel like it's luck. So for any other of these teams that we're talking about, the Yankees in particular, it's not going to be, well, they luckily fired their GM and fired the head coach and this happened and they won a championship. You have to be intentional about it. And I think James Dolan started to get intentional about, and maybe getting pissed off about not having success, and he did something about it. Are the other owners in this town going to do that? That's the bigger question.
Great question. We can only hope. 888-808-1019. Josh in Boonton, New Jersey. Josh, what's up?
Hey, guys. Before I tell you about how excited I was about the Knicks, I called a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, about bashing the Mets, about not helping my daughter, for our fundraiser.
Yes,
we actually had our fundraiser on Sunday, and we actually raised and I did post that video of me talking through the Odyssey app on Facebook and Instagram, and since then we've raised like $26,000.
Oh, wow, that's
so
amazing.
like thanks to you guys, and like we're like a quarter of a way there. Like it's incredible. Like,
that's amazing.
Anybody who wants to follow her path, her Instagram is Ellie Strong 23. She's the cutest human being. She congratulated the Knicks. Obviously, she couldn't stay up because she's 3 years old. But when she woke up, I gave her the little banner that I had. And she
that's
said,
cool.
Congratulations. And
That's
it was
cool,
the cutest
Josh.
thing ever. That video has actually gone pretty viral. But like, I'm unbelievably excited about the Knicks. I'm 34 years old.
You're so
and I've
excited. You
never-
put
I'm a
yourself
Knicks-
back in your 20s,
Yeah,
Josh.
right?
I know. I wish. Listen, come on. I'm a Mets, a Knicks, a Jets, and an Islanders fan. And if you're a fan of those 4 teams, you're not allowed to be happy.
Right.
Like you shouldn't be.
Yeah, but at
And,
least you
like,
picked the right basketball
when
team.
they won. Yeah, like when they won, I was like crying, but then I was like happy, and then I was like, should I be happy? Like, is this real? And then I had to like rewatch it to make sure like all the bad ideas came through. Like, are they going to reverse it? Did something happen? Brunson was on steroids. Like, something just like, and then it's
irrational.
real.
Irrational
and then like watching them on the Jimmy Fallon show, like that was crazy. And the parade happening tomorrow. It's just like, it's incredible. And it all kind of coming around the time of, our entire community and everything coming together. Even people like Lori Berkner, the writer of the song We Are the Dinosaurs, Marching, she posted a video celebrating Ellie, saying, I am Ellie Strong. And, the people who won the Tony Award for the play Schmigadoon, like they're posting things about
That's
my daughter. And like,
yeah, that's awesome.
It's just so cool, like that it's all based around when the Knicks are winning, like two incredibly amazing things I never thought would happen are happening.
That's
good to
awesome,
hear,
Josh. That's a blessing, too.
Yeah.
And Ellie Strong for sure. That's awesome.
That is awesome. And he's going to have very fond memories, a personal
Yeah, of
connection
course.
as Knicks run. That's what it's all about. That's what sports are about. Chris in Freeport. Chris, what's up?
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Pleasure. What's up, man?
The show and on this whole, Yankee killer instinct, you guys know I always call about the Yanks.
Yep.
So big thing for me that I'm seeing that's different is some of these moves that they're making. Have we heard Luis Heal's name since his 2 starts?
No.
They're just doing
Well, he got
things.
hurt, remember?
Yeah, he just hurt.
Yes. Well, that's true. But he was sent down, all these things. And I think what I'm seeing is a team that is doing things differently. They talked about the run it back. Now they got Cole. I think Boone and Cashman are doing things differently. And a cool stat that I just wanted to throw out there that I'm going to hang up. Love you guys. Aaron Judge is 8th in home runs after having a terrible start and missing the last 12 games.
Right.
Crazy.
And when he's back and Big G is back and Freed is back, I think it's just a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Appreciate
Thank
you,
you.
Chris.
You're the best in the biz.
Thank you, Chris. No, you do. There are subtle differences with the Yankees. Like the MO, the modus operandi is different than what we've seen in previous years. It's not just, all right, we're giving you just so much runway that even if you're bad, it'll be all right. It's now, you got to prove it. Like at some point, we're not just going to give you grace because we like you and we expect you to be something. There does feel like there is a it's subtle. There's a different idea of what success means for these young players, and they're not afraid to just pull it.
Yep.
To just say, you know what, you're not ready yet, or we think you need a little break. Go back down to the minors. It's subtle, it's little, but I do appreciate it because we scream about it. This is what we do on WFAN. We scream about these things, and for years it's been like, all right, whatever. They're not listening.
Yes.
They don't care. They don't see it the way that we see it. Now it's like, in some capacity, they see it the way that the fans see it.
They have operated that way. And, one more comp that keeps going through my head, Tiki, you can see I'm in a deep rabbit hole.
Yeah.
OG Anunoby is Cody Bellinger. The acquisition that does all the things right.
Does everything.
Does everything right. That
Cody's
is
amazing.
So important to the team.
I think, what are there, I don't know, 5 games or so that he hasn't had a hit in?
Yeah. He's just so good. So good. But this is me dreaming. Yeah. This is me in La La Land. All right, we'll continue to take your calls on this. Knicks or the field. Next championship in New York. Who you got? Plus some thoughts on the parade tomorrow, the do's, do nots. We will cover all of that. If you're thinking about going, if you've never been to one of these parades, if you have been before on what has changed, we have you covered next. Contractors, when deadlines are tight, you need a supplier that moves like you do. Windorama keeps the Northeast's largest in-stock selection of Andersen windows, patio doors, and storm doors ready for same-day pickup or next-day delivery. Need custom assemblies? They build them in-house to keep your jobs on track. And with Rama Rewards for Pros, earn up to 2% back, plus perks like free delivery. Windorama for Pros. Your job, your deadline, your team. Visit Windorama.com to learn more.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sports fans, we need to appreciate greatness while it's still in front of us. Argentina's Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest soccer player ever, turns 39 next week. This is likely his final World Cup. And Argentina began its World Cup defense last night against Algeria. And who scored the hat trick? Lionel Messi at age 38. We need to appreciate him while he's still playing. I'm Nick Costos.
Whoa, okay. This one says you get a free phone if you switch. Hey, this one also says you get a free phone if you switch.
Yeah, they all do, hon.
The T-Mobile one says their customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years. And their latest experience plans have Netflix included, plus a year of Dash Pass by DoorDash.
Hang on, let me see that. Oh yeah, we're switching.
That's what I'm talking about. Do we clap now or...
At T-Mobile, get savings that keep stacking up. That's value you can feel every day. And right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile and we'll give you $400 when you switch.
Savings based on Harris X billing snapshots from Q3 2021 to Q4 2025 compared to average AT&T and Verizon bills. Comparison excludes discounts, credits, and optional charges. $400 with new account on qualifying line. Unlocked device credit forwarded 90-plus days with device and carrier. Entirely redemption required. Virtual MasterCard typically takes 14 weeks. No cash access and expires in 6 months. Card issued by Sunrise Banks N.A. member FDIC. Visit T-Mobile.com.
BetMGM Sportsbook is making the world's game more exciting than ever before. Win a share of $500K in bonus bets for every goal the U.S. team scores during the tournament. It's easy. Log into your BetMGM Sportsbook account to receive a Gold Rush Grand Prize qualifying token. Then place a pregame straight bet of at least $5 on the U.S. team's match with your token attached. For every goal the U.S. team scores in that match, you'll earn a share of $500K in bonus bets. That's right, $500,000 in bonus bets per goal. Get in on tournament action with BetMGM and win a share of $500K in bonus bets for every goal the U.S. men's team scores. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
Ever finish cooking and realize your food didn't finish cooking? There's a smarter way. With the Chef IQ Sense, guessing is over. It's a smart thermometer that alerts your phone the moment your food is ready. So steaks hit perfect doneness, chicken stays juicy, and dinner just works. Insert the probe, choose your doneness, and relax. Because great cooking isn't luck.
Your food is ready.
It's Chef IQ. Use code RADIO at checkout to save big on ChefIQ.com. That's code RADIO at ChefIQ.com.
John Montone, are you ready to make this the summer?
Yeah, Todd, the summer. But where do I find the
summer at Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, because we have some amazing incentives to get you behind the wheel of a Jeep or Ram truck.
And you can really make this the summer when you step into a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4. Lease for just $399 a month for 39 months and just $48.88 due at signing, plus tax, title, and registration.
Or buy and get 0% APR financing for 60 months.
My summer is definitely being made during Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram's Make This the Summer event.
Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, home of exceptional people, exceptional deals.
Call 833-853-2969 for details. Tax title registration extra. Zero security deposit. VIN number T4174388. MSRP $64.25. APR at $16.67 per month per $1,000 financed. And $630.26.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations.
Hey, New York! I'm sorry it took so long, but here we are, and hopefully it won't take that long again.
New York has its title. The 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. For complete championship coverage, insight, reaction, and everything orange and blue, stay with the Fan. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station. The Larry O'Brien Trophy is back in New York. The Knicks are champions. For everything orange and blue, keep it right here on The Fan.
Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on The Fan. No Evan today. He will be back. Parade coverage here on The Fan. More details on that to come at some point as well. So you got me and Tiki hanging with you. You guys on the phones, 888-808-1019. We opened the show talking about, are you taking the Knicks or the field for the next championship in New York and everything that went in to what built a championship with the Knicks? And is it the Yankees? Do the Giants have the pedigree? We'll continue to talk about that and get all the calls in. But tomorrow is the parade, Tiki. And
yes,
on my ride into work this morning, there was a caller to Boomer and Gio that really made me feel like, oh boy, this is something we have to talk about. Because to me, I am a year away from 40. Okay, I don't consider myself that old, but I've lived through some of these parades, Giants and Yankees, as a fan.
Yes.
Okay, before I ever worked at this station. So I am well-versed in them. But times have changed. It is 15 years since the last one. And you were mentioning in the first hour of the show, you've never experienced one of these parades. So the caller to Boomer and Gio asked Gio an important question, which was, what time do I have to arrive tomorrow? I'm thinking about maybe leaving 7 o'clock or whatever. And Gio had a flat-out answer, which was, man, it's a good question. I really don't know. And I don't blame him for not knowing if he hasn't been to any of these.
Well, this is his first one.
Yes. So it made me realize.
For his teams.
For his teams. There are a significant amount of people that are going to be attending this parade tomorrow for an entire generation that it is their first down the Canyon of Heroes, which is crazy because there might be some of you going, man, Yankees, Giants, we've lived through some of these. The Rangers in 94, like, we're getting older now. Those that experienced that. So,
and some of those that maybe experienced it don't live here anymore.
Exactly.
They aged out and said, peace out, New York. I'm heading to Florida or South Carolina or wherever the heck they go to when they retire from New York. You're right.
Right. So you might call with an experience of your own that helps people out. But let me just say this. Obviously, this is a new animal. This is a social media aged parade, which I'm sure is going to even, puff up the numbers even more, right? For everybody wanting to have their crazy moment on TikTok and Instagram, whatever it is, it comes with the territory, right? Here's the deal. When I showed up for the 2007 Giants parade and the 2009 Yankees parade, I mean, it was bright and early. And those parades, I believe, started at the same time as this, which was 10 a.m. And obviously, this is a 10-block stretch down the Canyon of Heroes. More on that in a moment. And do I remember exactly where I stood? I'm sure if I went back in pictures, I could read a street sign. But I arrived at both parades no later than 6:30, and it was about 6:15. When I tell you I was on like a 4:30 in the morning train.
So 3.5 hours plus waiting for the parade to start.
I did what my dad and his friends said needed to be done. I was younger. You know what I mean? I'm in my early 20s at that time, and I was like, all right, this sounds right. We'll do this. And when we showed up, we had good spots. Don't get me wrong. But we were not along the railing. We were 2-3 rows back of people already. And that is 6:15, 6:30 in the morning. So I'm telling you that from personal experience. And that was 2007 and 2009. It was that early. Be careful on how much you're drinking in the morning. And that goes for alcohol, that goes for water, that goes for all of it. Why do I say that? Guys, this is going to be one of those spots. You move it, you lose it. It is very hard to go, hey, hold my spot here, because if you leave, it could take you a half an hour to get back to your spot to go to the bathroom.
That's a good suggestion.
I know that sounds terrible, but it's just the way it is. It's like Times Square at New Year's, right? It's not like you turn it around and there's like a porta potty. This is, again, something unlike people haven't experienced. So when you're asking yourself, how early do I need to arrive in Lower Manhattan tomorrow? From personal experience, I will tell you, when that caller said 7 o'clock, I would say this. If you plan on getting a good vantage point of the Larry O'Brien Trophy and the players, and you think that arriving 7:30, 2.5 hours before the parade is going to get you a really good vantage point, you might get lucky. Maybe I was in the meatiest parts of the parade. You might get lucky. I don't want to tell you that, like, my word's gospel.
Right.
But I think you might be too late.
Wow. So guys got to show up, or girls, or kids, or whoever have to show up around before 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I think
to get a good vantage point to see the parade come down the street.
Yeah,
what happens after it passes you? Like, unless you're at City Hall, which I'm sure that's where the majority of people are going to be because they want to see the ceremony, they want to hear the speeches, they want to hear Mom Donnie say the King of New York, Jalen Brunson is XYZ, and yada yada yada. If you're along the route, what do you do?
Okay, so this is a great question, Tiki. The next step after the parade passes you, if you are not somebody that's near City Hall within an earshot of the speakers, again, we're talking about 10 blocks and a mass amount of people.
Right.
There's a chance you're going to be around more people than you've ever seen in your life in one spot tomorrow.
How many?
I mean, it could be like 2 million people.
2 million?
I mean, dude, this is, first of all, this is a night.
What?
This is a summertime parade in New York. This isn't February Giants. And remember, the Giants, in the last one, they split, and the Jersey fan base got to go to the stadium because they had that. So, and it was still a massive amount of people in Lower Manhattan.
Right.
But there was so many people, they split it, and there were people in Jersey that got to go to the stadium. The Yankees, I mean, countless. I don't know how they count the exact amount of people. They'll say 2 million. Who knows?
They can estimate.
Exactly.
Right.
But what happens? So what you should expect when the parade passes you, it's going to go a little bit. You'll have the floats, and the players will be on different floats. By the time you get to that last thing with the exit, you will know that, like, the parade is ending where you are. It is a mass exodus that will feel uncomfortable at first because then you get the unfortunate pushing and getting me out of here.
People want to leave.
My advice would be, if you want to see and hear everything that happened at City Hall, find a local watering hole, because I am sure most of the bars tomorrow, a lot of liquid lunches going on, are going to have the TVs on, the radios on, and you will be able to hear and see everything. Find a local watering hole. That doesn't mean just staying downtown either. There's a chance if you find whatever your local subway stop is, you could probably head back up to Midtown, getting near the trains and stuff. Those places near the Garden will have all of that on, and you will have time. What has happened in past parades, for those of you who don't remember, is by the time the parade reaches its conclusion at City Hall, there is usually about a half an hour break where they allow the players and the families eat something, refresh yourself before you sit at City Hall, the keys to the city and everything. So think about that. You will have time. You will have time before that. Okay, so that's my next step. Find a local watering hole. If you don't care, my next advice would be you saw the parade, you don't care about City Hall, get the hell out of it.
Go home.
Go home. Because there is going to be, a million people getting on trains to go wherever after the conclusion of City Hall as well. It is bedlam. So you have to decide that. But getting there early is paramount if you want a good spot. Now, another sign you need to get there early.
I love this information.
Well, I think it's important on Parade Eve. I think it's important.
I mean, it makes me think, what the hell am I doing tomorrow?
Right. Again, it has been 15 years. The world has changed. And it appears as if Mayor Mamdani and everybody else is trying to make this parade feel safe for everybody, which I think is really important.
Yeah.
Right? It's a newer world than it was 15 years ago. So here's what I got. Stephen Bogner, NBC New York, had tweeted this out. There is security screening beginning at 6 a.m. and everyone attending the parade will get checked. So there is going to be basically your access points to the parade. You could go and there's, countless amounts of corners where you're going to have to go through a screening process with the NYPD before you can continue on your trek to the Canyon of Heroes.
Right. Most of them are on Church
and Trinity Place, Washington Street,
and Nassau Street.
And Nassau Street. Okay. So whatever way you're going, you're going to get screened. You are not allowed to bring a bag. You're not allowed to bring a backpack. It is not going to the beach. You can't bring chairs. You can't bring coolers. There are no drones. You can't bring your bike or scooter. So don't even think about biking and scootering down there. Unfortunately, for those with young children, this may not be the parade for you. There are no strollers allowed at this parade. There are no umbrellas.
Shouldn't be an issue. Weather's not an issue.
Well, there's some potential rain in the forecast around noon.
Oh, okay,
right
but that's later.
Right, later, okay? No pets, and obviously this should go without saying, no weapons.
Right.
If you try to get any of those things past a security checkpoint tomorrow, you are not going to be allowed in the parade. So that is important. Think about this. You think about wearing a backpack because you want to keep... No, can't get in with that. So this is a cargo short kind of day. Whether that's your mobile phone charger, as far as water bottles, you can bring a plastic water bottle. You can't bring any glass or metal bottles. So your Stanley, leave it at home. All right? Plastic water bottles, that's what you want to bring. But again, I would try to... Tiki, where we grew up, you're a little older than me. We would survive a whole school day without water, right? Now these kids need to drink like llamas.
Because they need to be healthy.
Need to be healthy.
That's why we're all unhealthy.
I'm trying to tell you. You could spend 4 hours being unhealthy. You don't want to have to feel like you have to go to the bathroom every half hour because you're screwed.
That is the worst when you're somewhere and you can't get out, or you shouldn't get out, and you have to go to the bathroom.
Yep, it's
holding
brutal.
it is brutal.
Brutal. And if you live...
So wear dark pants.
Wear dark pants. Exactly. And if you live or work along the parade route, you need the proper ID to get into those buildings to get past these access points. Okay? So this is a lot. And it might sound overwhelming, but it is going to be a spectacle for many in a generation. Like Jack Hardy's working with us. He basically wasn't even alive the last time we had a parade here, right? I mean, Jack?
Yeah, at least the Knicks. Yeah.
Okay.
Knicks.
Definitely the Knicks.
Yankees and Giants. Yeah, I was around. Rangers,
right.
I was not.
But you were younger. Okay. But either way, there's a generation of people that this is going to be their first parade. So all of that goes into it. And again, man, if screening is starting at 6 a.m., that might even lead to more delays into getting to your spot if you show up at 6, right? So give yourself time, guys. Tonight.
Right. If you don't like crowds, you're saying, just watch it on TV.
Yeah. But again,
because it's going to be crowded.
It's going to be crowded.
If you don't like crowds, you're going to hate the parade.
You're going to hate the parade.
Yeah, but I think you can not like crowds and go to a baseball game.
Yes.
Or a football game and feel comfortable.
This is shoulder to shoulder, but it's meant to be fun. It's an experience, man. Like I'm so thrilled that I was able to experience that with the Yankees and Giants. And I would go again. Like if one of my teams made. It's an unreal thing to say you were a part of. And we are a city that, let's be honest, we do it better than anybody. We have something called the Canyon of freaking heroes. Okay? This isn't Kansas City going in front of a train station here with the Chiefs. Okay?
Right.
So that's your words of advice. I have more thoughts on the parade we'll get to soon, but I want to get to some of your calls. 888-808-1019. Brad in Smithtown. Brad, what's up?
Hey, guys. Morash, let me ask you a question real quick.
Yeah.
obviously there's going to be 3 to 4 million people in the city. I went to the one in 11. I went to the Giant one in 11. Did not go in 07. I was too young. 11 I went.
And 11 was the split one where they had the stadium as well for Jersey residents.
Yes, so that's another thing, too. In 11, I got there I got on the train from Long Island at like 8 o'clock. I got there at like 9:30. And to be honest with you, I got a spot and I was fine. But what you also have to realize is that these days, obviously, they're checking everybody. It's a whole different world that we live in, even though in 11 it was the same, but it wasn't social media like that. And I just feel like people don't understand that this is going to be the biggest event in New York history, probably ever.
It's a good point.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
I agree with you that they should be getting there very early. I'm 38. I'm a year younger than you. Obviously, I live out in Smithtown. I have a job. I have a family. I'm not going to go, but I'm going to ensure that I watch it in some capacity.
Right.
Yeah.
And for those that are going, like Shaun's saying, it might suck that you can't bring all these things in, but get there early because it's a memory that you're never going to forget.
Never going to forget. Never going to forget. Again, to get that close to players to experience it is something you'll tell everybody forever.
The ball drop.
How many people is that what you're going to ask me?
Yeah, because it's limited. Because it's Times Square. They only allow so much of it to be blocked off for people to get in, and it's not 10 blocks.
Yeah, especially get a vantage point. So I don't know it's crowded. I don't know the exact amount of people.
Yeah, I don't either. But when he just said that, I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, and like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, there's a lot of people. But again, there's stanchions. It's spread out.
Well, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is so spread out.
Exactly.
Like you could see, it finishes wherever. It finishes down at Macy's.
Yeah, Herald Square.
You can also watch it.
Like Columbus Circle.
On Columbus Circle.
Yeah.
That's where I've watched it from my buddy's house. It's like... It's massive, but it's all over the place.
It is.
This is massive, concentrated in a 10-block area that culminates around that square, that area right in front of City Hall.
Yeah, it's meant to be a jam-packed spectacle. Yes. That is why. And again, I'm going to have more on that in a moment. Parham in Queens. Parham, what's up?
Yo, Tiki Barber, you're the best.
Thank you, brother.
I want to cause some problems.
Go ahead.
Can you believe that Craig was trying to take away the parade from you guys and calling you guys not any fans of?
I'm unaware of what you're even talking about. Ron, be honest with you.
Right. So Craig was telling people. I think I heard this that we shouldn't do the parade because none of us are Nick diehards, whereas him and Big Mac are diehards and Gio's a diehard. Right. That's what you're getting at, right, Parham?
Oh, I guess he was. Okay. I can't speak to that. I didn't hear that, so.
I do my job.
Go, Craig. Geez.
I do my job.
Exactly. I go where they tell me to go.
Right. I'm not doing your shift because I like working midday now.
Exactly. But yeah, that's the other thing. You got our shift, Craig.
Right. You want to work for 8 hours? Go ahead.
You know what, Craig? Maybe you didn't think about a Knicks championship when you came back on what shift you wanted there, pal. Mario in Long Beach. Mario, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Great show as always.
Thank you, Mario. By the way, the estimated gathering at Times Square for the New Year's Eve ball drop is 1 million people.
1 million people.
So this is double, maybe triple that.
And a lot of those are tourists.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Wow.
Mario, what's up?
You know, it was interesting. I heard that Jalen Brunson is signing his autographs right now. Jalen Brunson 1A.
I saw that story.
That's awesome.
Isn't that interesting? And, one thing I wanted to mention, really clarifying, I got one thing to say about Brunson, right? Yesterday when I called in, I said that Brunson, in the fourth quarter in NBA Finals, he's averaging 11.2 a game, right?
Yep.
11.5 for Shaq and 10.8 for
Jordan.
No, not Jordan. Steph Curry.
Oh, Steph. Right.
Okay, and I said that, and I think I didn't explain it properly. I said that Shaq and Steph Curry were there 6 times. They didn't average that 6 times. That was the highest for 1 year.
Right.
So that proves that Brunson went there once, and he already got more than Steph Curry, who's considered one of the best scorers ever, did in 6 times.
Yeah, no,
didn't even get one.
We don't need. Thank you, Mario. We don't need any more superlatives on Jalen Brunson. He is truly one of the great clutch playoff performers in NBA history. I'm not saying that just because they won the championship, but when you go look at the playoff statistics from back when he was in Dallas.
Right, we talk about the fourth quarter
to the
numbers.
4 years that he's been here, the fourth quarter points in playoff games, not regular season games, in playoff games he's number one.
Yes.
And he leads every single season from 21 or 23, 4, 5, 6. He leads every single year. So we know who he is. We don't need any more superlatives. He was the finals MVP for a reason. He earned it. He is an unbelievable leader, and we all missed it because nobody saw it coming until it had happened.
It truly is incredible. And it does. I hope he doesn't have to do the Eli thing where it feels like the fans always have to fight for his worth.
I hope not either. I hope not either. But he's too good of a regular season player.
Yeah,
for
that's
him
true.
to him to fall into that.
That's true.
But into that, I think what validated what we see in the regular season is what he did in the postseason.
Yes, I agree. But it's just still, even the days that follow, it's like everybody wants to be a hater. Just embrace it. Dan in Levittown. Dan, what's up?
Hey, Dan.
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
What's
up, Dan?
Awesome. So I just want to tell a quick story about my mom and the Knicks. So rewind the clock a year ago. My mom, Debbie from Levittown, called the show after Game 1 against the Pacers.
I remember Debbie calling.
And everyone was panicking. Obviously, we were panicking too because we were actually at the game. But she was telling everyone just to calm down. Things will be okay. Obviously, things didn't go our way, and that happened. So fast forward now, Game 4 against the Hawks. My mom tells me, hey, Dan, we should go to the watch party. I'm like, Mom, maybe not because I'm afraid they're going to lose. But she's like, Dan, just think positive. Things will be okay. They go on the 13-game winning streak. And then on Saturday, evidently enough, it's my mom's birthday. The Knicks win the championship, and my mom is going nuts. She's in Myrtle Beach. She's already on her laptop, getting ready, and she booked her flight. And today, I'm picking her up. We're going to the parade. We are waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's
taking
amazing.
the LIRR, and we're going to the parade. So I just wanted to share that. I love my
Cherish
mom.
that, Dan. That's great.
That is
Awesome.
amazing.
Cherish that with your mom, and that's waking up at 3 in the morning. I know nobody likes doing that. That comes with the territory
It
with these
sucks.
parades, man.
It sucks.
It sucks. Guess what? We sleep in July. 888-808-1019. More thoughts on the parade, your parade stories from times past, and what your plan is for tomorrow, which will be a day New York City sports fans surely never forget. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
If you're looking to level up your wardrobe, you got to check out Collars & Co. You remember them. Mark Cuban gave them the deal on Shark Tank. Well, they're the team behind the dress collar polo, the stiff collar shirts that sold over 1 million shirts. They're unbelievable. But now they've launched this Maverick Performance Blazer, and this thing is legit. I've got 3 of them. One that's in dark navy, which is perfect. The other one is window pane gray with blue windows. Another one that's tan. They're just fantastic. You have to check them out. Sharp, lightweight, and completely wrinkle resistant, making them perfect for travel. You pack them up, and they come out looking fresh. Plus, they have smart features like security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and an optional pocket square. So if you don't live in the city and you can go to 182 Columbus Avenue where their store is, you can just hit them up at collarsandco.com. Use code Tiki for 20% off. That's at collarsandco.com.
And this portion of the program was sponsored by Bet365.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey.
It's a Yingling thing. Watching the grill like it's the championship game. Yelling at the ref as if he can hear you. Sipping a Yingling traditional lager and feeling like the MVP. Brewing America's lager for nearly 200 years.
Get your Yingling Lager at Old Street Restaurant and Bar in Smithtown, Mom's Kitchen on the corner of 48th and 9th, or Gaff East on 2nd Avenue and East 88th. Yingling Lager, an ice-cold tradition, ready to be poured. Enjoy a Yingling today.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. so you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started today. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We all love the app around here. It is safe and secure, has all the betting markets you could possibly want, and when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and older, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, please call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
Want to stream the soccer matches while working from home? Your secret is safe with us. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month, or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount, enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at Thrivewell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Make your Friday night sparkle this summer. Head to Citi Field for fireworks, presented by Hard Rock at Metropolitan Park. Enjoy a fireworks show after every Friday Mets home game through August. Weather permitting. For tickets, go to Mets.com/fireworks.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon?
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Hey, Mom, now that I have an after-school job, I think I want to buy a drum kit.
Okay, Rockstar. Let's look at your account. When kids start making money, Chase has easy-to-use tools and expert bankers to help them learn how to manage it.
And next month, I'll buy the bass drum and the cymbals. Oh, and maybe some noise-canceling headphones for you.
Aw, you've thought of everything. Help kids save, budget, and build financial independence, all with Chase. That's good for kids and good for parents. Visit your local Chase branch and get started.
Account subject to approval. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like customer service associate at a dry cleaning shop.
Yeah, hi. I'm here to pick up my suit.
Ah, yes. Here you go.
There must be a mistake. This is too small.
It shrunk a whole lot. Look on the bright side. Now you have a suit you can give to a child.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Now is the time. This is the place. June 24th through the 28th at TPC River Highlands. Visit TravelersChampionship.com for information.
From opening night to championship night, what a ride! The New York Knicks are NBA champions. Continue the celebration with a fan.
This Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. George Lombard Jr. was pulled from last night's Rail Riders game after jamming his hand on an opponent's slide attempt. We're waiting on more updates on the severity today. Obviously, this is a guy that Yankee fans are hoping they'll see come August. Giancarlo Stanton isn't sure if he's back to square one in his rehab after re-injuring his calf.
Square one?
That was what came out yesterday. So he isn't sure that. It doesn't look promising for when Giancarlo returns. Honestly.
And you know what? October.
Exactly. And right now, have Spencer Jones and have Jason Dominguez continue to rake.
Right.
This Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Again, we're going to do more on the parade as it goes on. Today is the anniversary. 32 years ago today was the 1994 New York Rangers parade. Significant day that ESPN did a 30 for 30 on, if you remember. This was the day of the O.J. Bronco chase.
Oh, right.
Knicks Rockets in Madison Square Garden. Arnold Palmer teeing off at his final U.S. Open. And the World Cup beginning with games, I think, at Soldier Field and Giant Stadium. So a very significant day 32 years ago, and a day that featured, obviously, a parade, a curse-breaking parade in Lower Manhattan that ended with an NBA Finals game at night. Now, the reason I also bring that up, 32 years ago, Mark Messier brought the Stanley Cup out onto the court during an NBA Finals game and had the crowd in a frenzy. Something similar is going to happen at a New York sporting event tonight. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, it has been announced, are throwing out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium tonight for Yankees White Sox.
Wow, they have the Larry O'Brien
You
trophy.
got to think so. You got to
Josh
think so.
Hart with the Larry O'Brien, Jalen Brunson with the MVP trophy.
You got to think.
That'd be amazing.
It's a core memory watching Messier raise the Stanley Cup on the floor. And that was obviously it's a finals game. It's not a Yankee White Sox regular season game.
Right.
But to bring us back to the top of the show.
It's just the timing of it, though.
The timing of it. What is next? Who is next? Is it the Knicks or is it the field? Again, now right in the Yankees' faces are going to have champions of New York tonight in the middle of this Yankee non-June swoon for once. Hopefully some of that magic rubs off. Parade calls have lit up here, 888-808-1019. Paul in Rockland. Paul, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen? I got two things about the parade. So, number one, I was at the 07 parade. I was a freshman in college. I got lucky. I left at 7 from Newark.
Okay.
Got a good spot at City Hall. I had a camera, not a cell phone camera, but I just stuck my arm up, hit the shutter, and got some of the best pictures ever. One of the best photos I have is Coughlin, Strahan, Eli holding the Lombardi.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I have it framed at home.
That's cool.
The second thing for the parade, my daughter's in 3rd grade. She wants to go to this parade. I said no because what I saw with the chants with Boston at the crowd, I'm like, this is not a kid-friendly parade to bring your kid for that.
Yeah, Paul, as far as that's concerned.
Yeah, it depends on how mature she is.
Yeah.
And look, unfortunately, because this happens all the time. Like, I have a 9-year-old. She's in 4th grade or getting ready to be out of 4th grade because their last day of school is on Friday. And a 12-year-old. And, like, people just forget and they cuss around them all the time.
They do. You can't help
and
that.
I'm like, don't worry about it. Right?
Yeah.
They've heard it before.
And
so I think the language is the least of the issue with bringing the kid. The biggest issue is going to be the mash of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what would worry me. If I was taking Tian, who is my 9-year-old, if I was taking her, I'd be terrified that I'd lose her.
Yes. It's scary. There's no doubt about it. Look, to your language part, yeah, you're right. That is kind of the least of the problems. And
by the way, we listened to that kind of language as well when we were that age.
Of
we don't
course.
remember it because the music feels like, that was just... But the music, when we were... They didn't beep anything.
Of course. No, of course.
You got an album, you heard it all.
Look, and I'm not telling anybody how to parent. If you have parented and managed to, by 3rd grade, have your kid never hear a curse word or anything, look... First of all, God bless you.
Right.
Second of all, then maybe this parade is not going to be for you. A sporting event may not be for you in today's day and age. But you're right. Look, it's one of those things, man. If you're bringing your kid, it's an experience for sure. But your kid's going to have to be mature enough to know, hey, daddy and mommy can't bring me to the bathroom every 20 minutes. I may be very thirsty and very hungry because there's no backpacks in to keep your kids snacked up and all of that stuff. It's just... You're going to have to bear it. And you, as a parent, also, like your kid's legs get tired, too much credit people. You got to be able to hold your kid up for a half an hour or an hour if you have to.
But how long is this? How long does this whole thing last?
That's my next question, Tiki, because this is the other unique part of this. With the Giants, you're talking about a 53-person roster. Plus, the families and everything else, and there's a bunch of floats that go into it. Baseball, you're talking about everybody that's on the 40-man roster, right? Plus all the coaches. Basketball of all the sports has obviously the least amount of players. So I'm curious tomorrow what the distribution of floats looks like. Like, is it Brunson and Mike Brown alone on a float, and then it's like Cat with Mikal Bridges? I don't know. Because you could have 5 players per float and have 10 floats during a giant parade. The Knicks, it's just less people.
Yeah.
So does that make the parade quicker by nature?
I think that there's got to be less than 10 floats, right?
Yeah, and they'll do other stuff, right? Like,
of course,
different
like
advertising
sponsors,
floats, and sponsors,
all that nonsense or whatever,
bands
important
and,
stuff,
right? All that other stuff that goes into a parade.
But it should be smaller, which means it should be shorter.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
Yeah, I'm interested in this.
Unless there's 12 floats of players because everybody's on their own thing, maybe. But that's usually not how parades work. It's usually the camaraderie. You see the guys kind of hanging together, smiling,
right,
waving at both sides. So I am fascinated by that because maybe it is a quicker parade. Steve in Bayside. Steve, what's up?
What's up? Tiki, I totally disagreed with your open about the whole killer instinct stuff and all that. I think fans like to say that stuff after the fact when you win a one-point game as opposed to losing a one-point game. And in baseball, I don't think it adds up to much. I mean, you're talking about the Yankees lacking it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if a pitcher leaves the ball over the plate, now you've got the killer instinct. If he executes on his pitch, you don't. With the Knicks series, there was I thought that the Spurs played very inexperienced and there was a lot of dumb things going on with the Spurs. The two that I thought were the most egregious was the OG Tippin. He ran through three guys who were all looking at the ball, who were not boxing out under the net.
That's because they're not rebounders. Because they're not rebounders.
Yeah, well, but still, there's a second left. They've got to obstruct his path. The other thing was in the 29-point when they had the 29-point lead, they were going down shooting three-pointers. Now that's how they built up the 29-point lead. But a more experienced team in the third quarter is starting to run out the clock.
Oh, of course, we know what the Spurs' weaknesses were. One, and this is Mitch Johnson's fault. And again, we're not talking about the Spurs because who gives a crap about the Spurs? The Knicks are the world champions right now. The Spurs spent too much time leaving Wemby out of the paint. When he's great, he's in the paint. He's got a foot in the paint the entire game. But the Knicks, and I think Jalen Brunson, and maybe this was coached, as soon as you see Wemby, if he comes out to take on your three-point, contest your three-point shot, just shoot it. Just shoot it. And so now you got Castle, you got Vassell, you got these non-rebounders not knowing what to do because they don't do it regularly in the paint, which allowed OG to go in and make that play. And by the way, just to your point, you can disagree with me all you want, but having played a game, there's a certain mentality that I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like the specifics of a particular game or a moment. I'm talking about the mentality that you have. The Knicks had a killer mentality because when they were up 3-0 against the 76ers or they're up 3-0 against the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're not all giddy and excited like, oh, hey, man, this is awesome. We're going to go to the next round. They're saying it's 0-0.
Yep.
We're focused on winning the next game. The same thing happens. The same thing doesn't happen with the Yankees. And I know this from talking to people inside the Yankees. And by the way, we as fans have talked about this constantly. Like the ability or the allowance of mediocrity to creep in cannot be accepted. You can't.
And it far often is with the Yankees.
You can't just say, it's okay. We don't have to worry about it. They will be fine. They're good players. They're good. We're a good team. Don't worry about it. That's what the Yankees have repeatedly done. Therefore, they lack the killer instinct, despite being very good and World Series worthy of getting to the of getting over the final hump. Right?
It's ingrained with them culture-wise.
It's just in their culture, and so don't get lost in the minutia of a game or a moment or a pitcher leaving a ball over the plate or throwing a ridiculous sweeper that gets somebody to strike out. And then, he's got a killer instinct. No. It's not about the individual's moments. It's about the mentality that you take into those moments. And the Knicks had it. You saw it the entire offseason. The Yankees don't. And you hear it every time something goes wrong.
Yep.
Every June, you hear it. Every Anthony Volpe malaise he goes in, you hear it. Like the acceptability of mediocrity tells you don't have a killer instinct. The Knicks have a killer instinct. The Yankees have not. That's all I'm saying. I know you're trying to be smart and be a fan and all these other stuff, but like having done it, I know teams that have it, and I've seen teams that have it, and I see teams that have it.
Man, now I feel worse about the Yankees than ever before. June swoon my ass, huh? 888.
But they might have it this year.
They might have it. Hopefully. The Ben Rice, Cam Schlittler Yankees, as I refer to them
But
now.
they're kind of lucky this year because those issues aren't showing themselves.
They aren't.
And when they have, like Anthony Volpe didn't just get called right back up and placed into the shortstop position. He still has to earn his job. Jose Caballero still takes a lot of those games. As he should, because he's a dog.
Yep.
Right? Like the MO, as we talked about in the top of the show, you can rewind it on the free Odyssey app. The MO is starting to shift a little bit with the Yankees. It's not like massive. It's not like glaring, but it's subtly happening.
It's subtle, and you could notice from a fan's perspective, like this feels little, but this would not have happened a year ago.
That's correct.
So hopefully that is the case. We shall see. More thoughts on the parade, and Jalen Brunson has a disgusting breakfast order. Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on the Fan. There's no better time than now to upgrade your home with Windorama's summer savings event. Save up to 40% off when you install with Windorama. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors and Master Shield Gutter Guards. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle it all. A stress-free process from measurement to installation. And when you shop in-stock inventory, they'll install in just 14 days. Visit Windorama.com and book now.
Surfside, iced tea, and lemonade.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter with Crush Orange Soda.
The pros know nobody beats FW Web. With extensive inventory, personalized service, and a fleet of trucks across the Northeast, FW Web supports all customers, from one-van contractors to large facility operators. For planned projects, emergency jobs, or maintenance, FW Web has what you need, when and where you need it. For plumbing, heating, HVAC, refrigeration, propane gas, and PVF jobs. With over 100 locations, visit FWWeb.com to find one near you.
As the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026, Bank of America knows how much hard work it takes to achieve a dream. So when it comes to owning a home, we're here to help. Get guidance and resources to buy a home you love, including up to $17,500 in select markets when combining down payment and closing cost grants. Visit BofA.com/home team. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America N.A. Equal Housing Lender. Credit and collateral is subject to approval. Restrictions apply. This is not a commitment to lend.
I don't need to tell you. New Yorkers are paying more for everything. Rent, utilities, groceries, every single month. The office that's supposed to protect us is on the sidelines. I'm Raj Goyal. As an ACLU lawyer, I fought for the people against powerful interest every single day. Now I'm going to be your affordability watchdog. I'll take the pension fund out of the greedy hands of Wall Street and put it back into affordable housing, holding utility companies accountable and auditing waste and fraud.
Raj Goyal, affordability watchdog for Comptroller.
Paid for by Raj Goyal for New York State Comptroller.
Looking for the lowest price on name brand tires? Get to Town Fair Tire and get the guaranteed lowest price on any name brand tire. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
If you're still using a sports book to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sports book. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Enjoy the excitement of the World Soccer Championship with Schweppes Ginger Ale. Crisp, refreshing, and full of classic flavor. Schweppes Ginger Ale is the perfect companion for every thrilling match, every big save, and every game-winning goal. Pick up the iconic taste of Schweppes at your local ShopRite and enjoy it while cheering on your favorite soccer team. Make every match a winning experience with a delicious Schweppes Ginger Ale. Available at another winner, your local ShopRite store.
Odyssey Sports is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
Wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Spring is winding down, but pest season is just getting started. Mosquitoes, ticks, ants, and wildlife are becoming more active across the greater New York area as summer temperatures rise. Enjoy your summer, not the pests. J.P. McHale Pest Management helps protect your home, family, pets, employees, and customers all season long. With local offices in the New York metropolitan area, their local experts are ready with seasonal residential savings and free commercial inspections. Visit nopests.com. That's NOPESTS.com. J.P. McHale Pest Management, not just good, guaranteed.
Sun's out, so dads are too. This Father's Day at Lowe's, shop the gear that'll make his summer. Get 2 free Select DeWalt power tools when you buy a Select 5 amp-hour battery kit for weekends in the garage. Plus, get a free Blackstone 6-piece stainless steel griddle kit when you buy a Select Blackstone griddle. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Cloudy, maybe a thunderstorm, high 77.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
The New York Knicks have reached the mountaintop for championship reaction, analysis, and celebration from every corner of the tri-state. Stay with the Fan.
Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on the Fan. More calls. It's Parade Eve. Now, big day coming up on the Fan. I see our WFAN socials pumping out. How about this guest itinerary for the Carton Show with Big Mac coming up? 3:30 this afternoon, Tiki. Mike Breen.
Oh, nice.
Mike Breen.
Fantastic.
Bang! He will join the guys. And then in the 5 o'clock hour, James Dolan will once again come in studio as a champion. I believe he's in studio. Yes, joins him in studio as a champion. So James Dolan, he called his shot the last time he was on. Said, we're going to win tonight. And they did. So Dolan at 5 or in the 5 o'clock hour, 3:30, Mike Breen. Keep it locked, obviously, to WFAN. Throughout the course of the week, it is championship week, 15 years in the making for the city, for the Knicks. The first time in WFAN history we are celebrating a Knicks championship, which is truly, truly insane. But back to you guys on the phones. Mike in Flatbush. Mike, what's up?
What's up?
Thanks for taking my call, fellas.
Pleasure, man.
Speaking of the afternoon show, by the way, Dolan's Luca Brasi, I think it's a little out of line to go after Oakley the way he is, but that's just my opinion and evidently the opinion of everybody else commenting on social media, which is funny. Anyway,
okay.
And did you know that the Mets wrapped up Game 7 in 1986 on a Monday? And according to the paper, the archives, the parade was like 12 hours later. They said that 2.2 million truants, it was like, students, of course, also Wall Street guys and everybody else, but they didn't close school, and it was 2.2 million people. So
wait,
that's
like,
pretty remarkable.
Mike, literally the next day?
I've heard that story told as well.
Look up UPI, United Press International, like a blizzard in downtown Manhattan or something like that. You could find it pretty easily, and it's a great story. The end of it is recounts Ron Darling hanging outside of the City Wall window, leading the crowd in a "Let's Go Mets" chant.
Yeah, and I think that was a learning lesson, because if you look back at the championships and the parades prior to 1986, it's really not what they had become since. And I think when the Rangers hit and then the Yankee Dynasty hit, they needed a day or two to plan everything and have it, just the influx of people and the infrastructure and the cleanup that goes into it after. Right. There's so many things. This surprised me. This one that we waited all the way till Thursday. We had Mayor Mamdani on our special show we did on Sunday, and he alluded to the players' families traveling in. Now, I will say this, Tiki, because I can't ignore this. I've had like 5 different people I know in my life that are teachers go, have you guys brought this up? Have you guys brought this up yet? I do feel for the high school students and teachers in New York State because it is the New York State Regents exams on Thursday afternoon.
God. Oh, that is brutal.
Now, now, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's kind of like the end-of-year testing that you need the colleges and all this other stuff.
I'm from Virginia, so we didn't take these. Jack, you're from here?
Yeah, I took those. They are awful. They are truly the worst thing in the world.
Now,
can you skip it and make it up?
No. So that's what he's saying is you can't skip those. They're mandatory, tests, state tests.
So here's the loophole. They are mandatory if you miss them. Because, look, anything could happen, right? You might have to attend a funeral. And
you might have an appendectomy.
You would have to retake them with prep ahead of time in August, meaning there would be some kind of summer school to an extent attached to taking them if you miss them. And on top of that, if you are a teacher in New York State that is, like they call them a proctor, I mean, you're committed. You got to do this. You're
proctoring. You're watching. You're there.
It's next to impossible. Now, of course, is the parade still going to have a couple million people at it tomorrow that this doesn't affect? Yes. Not everybody is a high school student. Not everybody is a teacher. So that matters. Now, you heard Joe B talk about his daughter in Jersey is graduating tomorrow. Yes. There are high school graduations in New Jersey tomorrow. I know, little things. Like my daughter is doing a moving up ceremony thing. Okay, clearly I'm going to the parade, or maybe if I'm missing that. Little things. But I will say that at the very least, the New York State exam thing that's going on is very real, and
that's just disappointing.
It's one of those things. I know you're thinking about a million things. I'm not even blaming politicians in this.
Yeah,
that is something that probably could have taken into account, and we could have had the parade.
Yeah,
is all I.
You would think City Hall would know that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, or maybe they just figured, you know what, we're going to get, how many people in here who,
Well, you can't do it
some
Friday.
People get out.
You can't do it Friday because it's Juneteenth.
Right. It's a holiday, and you're going to have to pay sanitation workers overtime.
The Regents are tomorrow. Yesterday would have been ideal.
Yeah.
Or today.
Or today. Now, when he told us that on Sunday, the players' families, you mean to tell me we couldn't get every player's family in here by a parade this morning?
Yeah.
It couldn't happen.
Of course it could have.
I don't know. And now, but yesterday you also had the World Cup game at 3, and that was shutting some things down in the city. It's a complicated time in the New York area.
Because that was at MetLife.
MetLife at 3:00,
and that was France-Senegal, which is a humongous deal. By the way, great match. 0-0 at half. And then obviously Kylian Mbappe was fantastic in the second half. Really, they all were. It's really Elise who was best. But regardless, they couldn't have done it yesterday.
Yeah.
So it needed to be Tuesday.
Somebody was getting screwed somewhere along the line. As it turns out, this is just a terrible week to have a parade in New York City.
True.
Victor in Sacramento. Victor, what's up?
Hey, Victor.
PSA, boys and girls, me and my buddy failed the Regents. We turned out fine. Screw those picks. Screw those tests.
I love it, Victor. Good attitude to have.
I've called in a bunch, but moved out to California about 10 months ago. Regretted every day. If you guys ever get a chance to go to Sacramento, don't. There's nothing to do. But with this going on, Miss New York City did a red-eye Friday night. Me and my sisters, Nikki and Trisha, went downtown New York City, got to see Game 5. Unfortunately, my sister, Nikki, is a nurse. She's doing great things tonight, so she can't go. But me and my Trish are going to the parade tomorrow. We went 2007 and 2011. I'll be honest, I'm a Mets fan. I went to Yankees in 2009 because, unlike you, Tiki, I sucked at football and wanted to get out of football practice. And finally, guys, being on the outside looking in, my dad raised me to be a great sports fan. I've always thought of sports as a unifier, as an escape. And there's a quote I just want to share by George Wilbar, whatever. It doesn't matter right now. But he said about baseball, but it could be said about any sport. If they say baseball is just a game, if that's the case, then the Grand Canyon is just a hole in the ground. Okay, not all holes, not all games are created equal. This run was great for the city. We're the greatest city in the world. We have the great fans in the world. And finally, since the Giants, we're on top of the sports world, and I cannot look more towards tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Happy Father's Day. Let's go, Nick.
I love that you came all the way from Sacramento.
How cool is that?
To watch the Knicks game in New York.
In New York. That's cool.
He didn't go to San Antonio. He went to New York to watch it in the crowd.
To be a part of it.
That's kind of cool.
I think that's great.
Was he taking a shot at me? He sucked at football. That's why he skipped practice?
No, I think he's taking a shot himself.
Oh, got it.
Basically, what he's saying is what's going to happen for a lot of people. while we can't quantify how many people are going to be at this parade, there'll be an estimation. There's going to be people like that go, I didn't really love the Knicks all year, but this is the place to be. And if it gets me out of something, I have an excuse for an experience. Which is, by the way, we're all New Yorkers. Great. Have a blast. Case in High Point, New Jersey. Case, what's up?
Hi, fellas. Thanks for the call. Yeah, I mean, it's like watching a movie. It's straight out of Hoosiers. It's like the unification of the city. The Knicks are the epitome of play through the whistle, to the whistle.
Right.
The heroic moments, right? It really is. It played out as if it was watching a movie. And really credit to that Dolan piece that came out for all the hate that he's gotten as an owner. Right, he's done his best in the best city in the world. To finally have a championship, and his last line, the go for it. He mentioned that a couple times. How inspirational! It was very much a we moment, not a I need this as an owner. And I think the other one too. No cancers on this team.
Yeah.
No locker room cancer. And I hope for all the Knicks fans worldwide, certainly New York City, this is ours. If there's a testament of doing it right or the script of reality, man, really special time. And my last one, a little bit of a joke. Maybe we can invite Wemby back. He's 7'5". He'll have a great view to draw what it looks like to have millions of people just praising what championship pedigree looks like. Thanks a lot, guys.
That's a good call, Case.
That's funny.
Unbelievable.
Obviously, commenting on Wemby, who was in the park. Was that Bryant Park or wherever it was?
Whatever park.
One of those parks downtown, drawing a statue. Just to relax and get away. So come to City Hall and draw the Knicks celebrating.
Draw them holding Larry O'Brien up.
You've seen in Gramercy Park,
In Gramercy Park, that's what it was, Zach.
Sketching a statue. Okay, cool.
That's what Frenchmen do.
Yeah. They draw.
They're multi-talented.
They're multi-talented.
Renaissance men.
Yeah, they know how to flop as well. 888-808-1019. All right. It's Parade Eve. There is a bit of a social media groundswell that I think needs to be nipped in the bud and shows you how long it's been since our last parade that an entire generation doesn't understand what the Canyon of Heroes is. We'll break that down as well and continue to take your calls. If you want to go back to what we started at the top of the show, who's next, the Knicks or somebody else in New York to win a championship? So we don't have to wait that long. Chime in on that as well. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on The Fan.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
If you are someone who hates on the World Cup, you're doing yourself a disservice because this tournament has been electric. And it's not just because Team USA looked awesome in its first game. How about yesterday? France's Kylian Mbappe, Norway's Erling Haaland, and the great Leo Messi of Argentina, all scoring multiple goals as their countries won. This tournament has been great, and the stars are showing out. I'm Nick Costos.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Allstate is Metro New York's trusted auto insurer, protecting cars across the tri-state area. We're by your side when you need us most, providing you with affordable auto coverage you can rely on. So, switch to Allstate today, and you could save an average of $713 on auto insurance. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
Hey, if you have a small business, you might not know you could be wasting money on your business mobile plan, paying for stuff you don't actually need. But with My Biz Plan from Verizon Business, you can choose exactly what you want and only pay for what you need for your business. When you're in control of your mobile plan, you can make every dollar count. Visit VerizonBusiness.com. Do it today to learn more and make the switch. Verizon Business.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible, but Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JPMorgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, it's Chris Riccobono, founder of Untuck It. Still need Father's Day gifts? There's still time. Head to your nearest Untuck It store to find the perfect presents he'll wear over and over. He'll love to unwrap wrinkle-free cotton to save him time in the morning, performance stretch styles he never has to iron, polos for golf and more, not to mention digital gift cards that deliver instantly. There's still time to nail Father's Day. Get gift cards at untuckit.com or head to one of our 80-plus stores nationwide. Untuck It, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
The times you spend with your friends and loved ones are the best. Those selfies you take now will shape memories that will last a lifetime. Make sure you stay in the picture and stay away from fentanyl. Only 2 milligrams of fentanyl can cause an overdose. So learn about the dangers and risks of this frightening, deadly drug at stayinthepic.nj.gov. Don't risk your life and all those wonderful memories you're creating. Stay in the picture and stay away from fentanyl. Know all the risks. Visit stayinthepic.nj.gov. From New Jersey Human Services.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at Thrivewell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Corona congratulates the New York basketball champions on winning the 2026 title. From the parade to La Playa, continue the celebration this Thursday at Blue Haven South on Fulton Street from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Limes Inn championship win. Enjoy Corona specials and swag as you celebrate on La Playa. Please drink responsibly.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest inventory of name brand tires at discount prices, including Michelin tires, which give you the perfect match. A relaxing driving experience from your vehicle, along with all-season design for ultimate performance that stands out from the crowd. And Town Fair stands out from other dealers with a guaranteed lowest price on Michelin tires and gives you more free services for life than anywhere. Nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
You know, you work your whole life for this moment. Throughout my career, I've seen myself fall down. People tell me to stay down, and I got back up. Even when I was in the mud, and I kept putting my left foot in front of my right foot. I kept trusting God. I kept trusting my faith. I kept trusting the work.
New York has its title. The 2026 NBA champion New York Knicks. For complete championship coverage, insight, reaction, and everything orange and blue. Stay with the fan. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on this parade eve on WFAN. Mike Breen, 3:30 on The Carton Show with Big Mac. 5 o'clock hour, James Dolan back in studio. Evan off today. He'll be back. And tomorrow, our parade coverage tomorrow is brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. So tomorrow, full, complete parade coverage right here on The Fan. A party. A long time, over 50 years in the making for Knicks fans, and for New York City sports fans, 15 years in the making. Now, as part of that, and we're going to continue to take your calls on the parade, You know how you click on something? Well, Tiki, you're off Twitter and X now, which is, God bless your soul. It is so much healthier for you. Whatever. You check your Instagram reels and that's fine.
Right.
How Twitter and X has evolved is like, you know, you click on one thing and then suddenly your algorithm is filled with a lot of common like things.
Yes.
I made the mistake last night. I clicked on something because I thought it was so absurd. And now I'm just seeing a groundswell of people tweeting about this. And this is this. I'm going to bring up this tweet. And this man's name is Fabian Levy, who says on his X account that he's the former Dep Mayor for comms to the New York City mayor.
Okay.
Whatever. He worked for Hochul and Capitol Hill, blah, 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 blah. All right. Here's a tweet he sent out. The mayor said himself that this will likely be the largest parade in New York City's history. It should have minimum gone up Broadway with a left on 34th Street to end in front of Madison Square Garden. Without question, the whole route would have been packed and the whole city would have been able to participate. And this comes as a quote tweet of several things I've seen, which is a lot of people going, wait, why is the Knicks parade only like 10 blocks? This seems to be a common thread. Now, before I get your reaction to that, I want to remind everybody, I know it has been a long time. I know it has been 15 years since the Giants won a Super Bowl. But I'm old enough to know that we had 4 Yankee parades. So then it became a 5th Yankee parade in 2009, the 2 Giant parades, the Ranger parade. And that is all within a relative generation of us, like within the last 32 years. I understand that the Knicks winning for the first time in 50 years is an enormous deal. I understand that there's less net fans than compared to these other teams in town, which makes people push the narrative that, well, this is like the uniting thing. And obviously, I've seen the City United.
Right.
I have no question that this is going to be massive. I'm not even doubting that this will have more fans at it by total number than some of those parades, right?
Right.
You got to be able to make choices with the Giants and Yankees. I saw one. Maybe I don't need to see another. Like, I get that. But I think we forget. It wasn't as if there were 17 people at these other parades that went down the Canyon of Heroes.
Yes.
There was a massive amount of people in New York City. This, with all due respect to, again, the last one we had, the New York Liberty, those other parades had massive amounts of people. That 10-block radius called, the Canyon of Heroes.
And it's a canyon because of the route that it's on.
The route.
It's all tall buildings that people are throwing, in theory, ticker tape the ticker tape out of. So it just looks, visually, it looks like you're in a canyon and you're getting showered by ticker tape.
You want this parade to go basically the length of Manhattan? I got news for you. Yeah, maybe everybody will have a good sight, but it won't have the same feel. You'll have 2 rows deep of people at max. Sometimes there's lulls in the parade.
You know what it'll be like? Because you know what the biggest celebration is of an event in New York City? It's actually the New York City Marathon, which starts at the Verrazano Bridge and obviously ends in Central Park, and it goes through all the boroughs. And some of those boroughs, like you get in parts of Brooklyn, it's like people running across there's nobody there.
Nobody there.
And like running across the street and the energy's not there. You get in other parts of Brooklyn, there's literally a band on every corner. And it's amazing. And it's 8 deep and it's awesome.
There's pockets.
If it ran too long, like the marathon, which is 26.2 miles, it's just going to feel empty in certain spots.
Yeah.
Other spots, it'll be amazing. But I think the way that the Canyon, again, I've never been. I know the Giants have had 2 Super Bowls since I've been in New York, but I haven't been to the parades. But I've seen them. I've seen the images and the video, and you follow it in real time. It's amazing because it just feels massive.
And from a player's perspective, if you were a player that did get to take that trip, isn't it far cooler looking out and going, oh my God, there's like 30 deep of people here, as opposed to just like, oh, wait, people could cross the street here. Let's just get a grip, guys. It's the Canyon here. That's all I'm saying. It's like, what are we talking about?
Right.
We've had championship parades here. Even if this is more, how much more is it really going to be than 94? How much more is it really going to be from the 96 Yankees? I know it will be.
You know what, though? This is did the Knicks have one in 73?
No. I think the 86 Mets were the first local team to have one.
Yeah, but they've had this ticker tape parade since the 1800s.
Yes, for different things. But
the first one was the Statue of Liberty,
which
I read. And so, like, why didn't they?
I don't know. I know there's a bunch of oral histories of how this has evolved to the sports teams. We'd have to look more deep. But at least we know we have a history of them here. The idea that we're going to extend this past the Canyon Heroes, also, may I add, if in case you missed it, there is major security issues. Major security whatever. They're in place.
Right.
Whatever you want to call it. Protocols in place. Could you imagine, and the amount of police officers that are already being tasked with this 10-block radius? I just don't know that there's even the infrastructure to go far beyond that with security check. But you're going to open yourself up to more issues and more like kind of weaknesses in security. And I know I hate to think like that, but today's world, how do you not? And furthermore than that, the cleanup. It is a massive cleanup that the unsung heroes of this city, the sanitation workers, are going to have to go through. All of that. Think about this. Legal littering is what a parade is. It's legal littering.
Right.
You're throwing papers out of skyscrapers. It's legal littering. You want that to go to length to the city? How much more of a cleanup is that? You have to keep it condensed. So I know everybody is kind of just feeling the momentum of the Knicks thing, but if you're looking to now complain that the parade route is too short, guys, just think about logistics and understand that, we have operated here before, and it wasn't 9 people at these parades. There were millions.
Yeah, there are tons.
And thousands.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to find the first sports.
I think it's the 86 Mets.
No, the first sports ticker tape parade was the 1977 New York Yankees.
Oh, the Yankees did have one in 79. Okay, I apologize.
At least that's the one I'm finding. Before that, it's like Apollo missions. It was Neil Armstrong. Actually, you know what? It was the Mets in 69. That was the first one that I'm seeing now.
You know what? You're right. I did know that. That's a terrible job by me.
Yeah.
I was just reading this AP write-up about because I went into that caller called about the 86 Mets, and anyway, I think I misread.
The reason why the Knicks didn't have the 73 parade, as I think Tiki was asking before, the mayor at the time, John Lindsay, had halted such events for sports teams.
Okay.
And instead of the parade,
61?
the city celebrated the 1973 champions at a luncheon in a small, informal gathering on the steps of City Hall on May 15th, 1973.
Wow.
The mayor presented the players and coaches with medals commemorating the 75th anniversary of the unification of New York's 5 boroughs.
That's a good job, Jack. And, of course, we know the Giants story with them moving to New Jersey and Koch being Illinois.
No, here's the first one. The Giants in 54.
Okay.
This is baseball. Winning the pennant. So you used to win the pennant and get a parade?
Oh, how crazy.
Really?
How crazy.
Not even win the World Series?
All right, so I had my facts all out of whack because we stopped them for the Knicks in 73. We stopped them for the Giants.
Yeah. It was like an on-again, off-again thing.
But the point is, it's the Canyon of Heroes. We've done a ton of these things. Okay, this is not uncharted territory, what is happening in New York City tomorrow, that we need to extend it to 34th Street and Madison Square Garden. Can we get a grip, people?
Yeah, I'm looking at the history. It's amazing how many dignitaries got parades.
Yeah, I don't even think you could give dignitaries parades anymore.
Right. Like in 1948, Eamon de Valera, former Taoiseach, I don't know what that is, to the Republic of Ireland.
If you don't know what something is.
Got a parade.
Yeah.
It's just kind of bizarre. I'm just going backwards in history right now, trying to find the first sporting event. The 54 was the one I got.
54. Okay, so again,
the Giants win the pennant.
We are, and that's which is a famous one. We are.
Bobby Jones winning the British and British Open.
He had a parade for the British Open?
Yeah, July 2nd, 1930.
And didn't, I always get this name wrong. Is it Buzz Aldrin or Spike Aldrin? What's his name? Buzz Aldrin. He had the parade?
Yes. Yes, with his great, what was that quote? One small step for man.
Oh, yeah. One giant leap for mankind, which I thought was one giant step for mankind, which led to my podcast name being named One Giant Step. And I had it wrong, but the podcast was already 2 down the line that we kept the name. So a little fun story on that. That's why the little logo is an astronaut, because I thought that was the saying. Moron.
Right. By the way, you remember when Gallo last week was talking about antithesis?
Yeah.
That's what an antithesis is. We colloquially, meaning in regular speech, we use it as a
It's a lot of big words you're throwing at me.
As a noun.
Okay.
But really it's just a figure of speech. It's it's a literary and it's an issue. It's a way of saying something. So you know what I mean? So it's two contrasting things
to make a saying.
But we've made it into like a noun, but it's not really.
That's the antithesis of what I thought it was. 888
you just did it again.
Jake in Rhode Island. Jake, what's up?
Hold on, let me take you off speaker here.
Please do.
What's up, man?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
All's good.
Hey, Shaun, just want to say, great job so far handling it. You're doing a good job, man. I know I went at you the other day, but you're doing a good job, man.
Thank you, Jake. Appreciate you, bud.
I want to say, me and you do agree on a lot of things. I'm a Yankees and a Giants fan. I went to all 3 of those parades as a kid. I'm only 30, But I remember at one of the first one, I think it was actually 2011 Giants. Somebody wore a Red Sox hat. This stuck with me forever. I remember seeing this. Some guy somehow wore a Red Sox hat walking down the street, and my dad pointed over and goes, "Oh my God, this guy is crazy." As soon as we look over at him, we watch him get dropped, just dropped. It was crazy. Guy just got knocked right out. So anybody trying to do that at this one, I'm telling you, I've seen it. I would never recommend it to anyone.
Yeah, and obviously, look, Jake, we want no violence at this parade at all tomorrow. But I would also say, if you are going there to try to stir up trouble tomorrow, like it's the day to leave the Spurs hat at home. It's the day, you know what I mean? The Red Sox hat, the Eagles stuff. Don't come into New York tomorrow acting like a jerk, because New Yorkers, unfortunately, all it takes is one bad apple to go, with a couple pints of liquor in them.
Right.
And something bad happens. Look, I know like everybody will say this, but it's the truth. New Yorkers, let's leave the world tomorrow looking at New York City that we could celebrate the right way. I know there were a couple ugly incidents in the aftermath of the Knicks winning the championship. Let tomorrow, with a ton of cameras and a ton of eyeballs, and more cameras than ever with the phones out.
Right, at 10 o'clock in the morning,
10 o'clock in the morning in broad daylight.
You don't have an excuse of being liquored up.
Can we just be like normal and people look and go, man, New York City knows how to celebrate a championship the right way?
That would be good.
Because even if it's 99% of everybody that does the right thing tomorrow, it's the 1% that's going to be magnified everywhere in the world tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Yeah, I agree.
888-808-1019.
First sports I found, by the way, United States Olympic athletes in 1912.
1912?
There you go.
Hey, we need to give Jack Hughes a parade. Devin in Rochester. Devin, what's up?
Hey, guys. I'm driving down from Rochester for the parade right now. I'm really excited.
Nice.
I'm 28 years old. I've been a fan since 2009. But I wanted to go to something that I heard on ESPN. Some dumbass that said, he said that parody is becoming like old, and he said like the Larry O'Brien trophy has become like a participation trophy.
Oh, right. I
saw this, and it's insane. Devin, I'm glad you brought this up.
And you had a little static in there, whatever.
Sorry. I'm actually still not sure who this was on ESPN. I didn't recognize him. But for those who missed it, the clip is made viral. And essentially, it's that the NBA has been built on dynasties, and we've had now 8 different champions in 8 years.
Right.
And the idiotic point he was trying to make is that the Larry O'Brien trophy now feels like a participation trophy. Every team's getting one because there's no like behemoth anybody is
right. So what was his point? That there is no...
That the Larry O'Brien trophy means less than ever.
But there is no dominant team, so there is no dynastying.
Yeah.
And so... without a dynastic team and a Michael Jordan or the Golden State Warriors, which is the most recent one, the Larry O'Brien trophy means nothing. By the way, it was Vincent Goodwill.
Oh, that was Vincent Goodwill? Yeah, he's a longtime NBA reporter.
Yes.
Okay, so, yes, I get the point I gathered from watching it was the Bulls, the Lakers, the Spurs, the Warriors, like you said, those champions meant something because they kept going back and winning. And it was like being on like a dominant perch. Whereas now we are in this era that I would argue a lot of us have been longing for in the NBA, which is just entering a season knowing that you have a chance to win a championship, which when those dynastic years, it felt like unless you were one of 4 teams, you would wake up in October with the NBA season going, I really have no shot to win a championship by investing now.
You knew you weren't winning.
The NBA is evolving now, and I think that's better. I don't think that makes the Larry O'Brien trophy mean less. No, in fact, it may even make it mean more because it's about true team dynamics and sticking through every year.
And you see it. And you see it typified in how the Knicks won this championship and all the intangibles and tangibles that we talk about with this team. But it also, I mean, this is probably because of New York, but this was the highest rated NBA Finals since the Bulls beat Utah in 1998. I mean, at its peak, there were 33 million people. 33. It averaged 20-something million, 20 million plus over the 5-game series. But this was an enormous rating success, partly because of the Knicks and how long it's been. But I think the likability of the Knicks versus what became the hateability of the San Antonio Spurs, which was a heel turn, to use that wrestling term, that I don't think anybody saw coming with Victor Wembanyama. Like, he was loved in the face and everything.
Yeah.
And after this finals, it was, man, the kid is immature and he's a jerk.
You know what happened? We got to know him.
Yeah.
As
that's sometimes a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing.
This time it was a bad thing because, let's be honest, with all due respect to San Antonio, Texas, it is a one professional team town.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Duncan lived there in anonymity for a long time. Right? Like, whatever came out of there felt like it was like Greg Popovich controlled.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer the head coach. And they got on the national stage, and he had to speak a lot more in front of a lot more eyeballs and earballs than you hear in the regular season.
A lot more critical reporters.
Yes, more critical reporters that were in those pool. And, you know, you're focused and you're locked in more on the possession-to-possession game of basketball in the postseason, especially when you get to the conference finals and the finals.
Right.
This is the one case in sports that I could recall where we got to know a guy, and what we thought was the guy was not.
No.
And it's, be honest, I think
it came off as unlikable.
Yeah, and I think so.
And again, he's immature, so I think he it changes, he evolves. I hope
he's going to have to grow up. But to that point, Tiki, I think that in this case, Victor Wembanyama did so much damage to his reputation that it's going to take a lot and a long time to get it back and become likable again.
Right.
I just believe that. And it doesn't help that he's a Frenchman, right? Like here in America, right? It doesn't help. We love our toast. We love our fries. We don't love our Victor Wembanyama. Put that on a T-shirt. 888-808-1019. Speaking of toast and fries, I have a major issue with Jalen Brunson I still want to get to, plus your calls if you're going to the parade tomorrow.
Major issue? He's the king. What do you mean?
There's a problem.
What?
He doesn't eat right. 888-808-1019. It is Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on The Fan.
I'm always incredibly busy, juggling life and always on the go. So knowing I'm safe and my family is safe, especially when I'm not with them, is of utmost importance. So I turn to our partners at Sloman's, who installed the Sloman Shielding System into our home, which is a smart home security solution combining safety, convenience, and peace of mind. And the best part is I can manage it all from my phone. Every day I come home and I open my garage as I'm coming down the lane, turn on the music in the house, make sure the alarm is shut off, all from the palm of my hand. It is so easy to manage, and the technicians at Sloman's will design your system exactly how you want it. Experience the future of home security and automation with the Sloman Shield Link system. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME, or visit slomans.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by the Martin Tuckman School of Management at NJIT. It's also sponsored by H.L. Gross Jewelers. Shop H.L. Gross in Garden City or at hlgross.com.
The World Cup is here, and NJIT, the #1 public university in New Jersey for alumni success, is putting you in the action. Track how loud your city is with the Fan Sentiment Hub built by NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management. Visit njit-worldcup.com.
If you're ready to pop the big question, discover why 5 generations have purchased their diamonds from H.L. Gross Jewelers of Garden City. Save yourself all the hassle and come to H.L. Gross, where you'll get the guaranteed best price, education, and guidance. H.L. Gross Jewelers, Long Island's premier bridal ring store.
John Montone, are you ready to make this the summer?
Yeah, Todd, the summer. But where do I find the summer?
At Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Because we have some amazing incentives to get you behind the wheel of a Jeep or Ram truck.
And you can really make this the summer when you step into a new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4. Lease for just $399 a month for 36 months and only $48.88 total due at signing, plus tax, title, and registration.
Or buy and get 0% APR financing for 36 months.
My summer is definitely being made during Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram's Make This the Summer event.
Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, home of exceptional people, exceptional deals.
Call 833-853-2969 for details. Tax, title, registration extra. 0 security deposit. VIN number TC258767. MSRP $51.55. APR at $27.78 per month per $1,000 financed. And $630.26.
New Jersey sets the global stage for FIFA World Cup 26. 8 epic matches, including the history-making final. Come for the games. Stay for the wow. New Jersey, where the world meets its match. Get in on the action at visitnj.org.
As world soccer hits the big stage, take the field with Fanatics Sportsbook. It's built for fans who want more from their bet. This summer, Fanatics Sportsbook is making every moment count with 10 100% profit boosts over the first 10 tournament days. That's one profit boost per game day. So every time the world's best hits the pitch, you've got a chance to double your winnings. And every goal, every save, every result means more. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet matched every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
Everybody knows Town Fair Tire is New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer, beating all the local competitors with our guaranteed lowest prices. And now, with over 120 stores throughout New England, we beat all the competition, including the warehouse clubs, the online sites, and the local dealers. Yes, we beat them all with the absolute guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Look who has extra pep in their step.
Well, I just finished my to-do list. Gas tank is full, tonight's dinner plans are set, grocery shopping is complete, and I even got everything for those barbecues and pool parties we have planned. You know what's even better?
What?
Every one of those stops gets me a bit of money back.
How are you doing that?
By using Upside.
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app where I earn cash back on gas, groceries, and dining out. They even gave me a cashback bonus on my first grocery trip.
So that extra pep comes from all that cash back. Looks like I need to download Upside.
You really do.
Earn cash back on errands and everyday essentials. Download Upside and use promo code TUNEIN5 to earn an extra $5 cash back on your first purchase at one of over 100,000 available locations. That's promo code TUNEIN5 for an extra $5 cash back. Remember, use promo code TUNEIN5.
Offers vary by user and location at participating merchants. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
Tune in for the Yankees' first pitch presented by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees.
The wait is finally over. The New York Knicks are NBA champions. For complete championship coverage from the station that lived every moment of the journey, stay with the Fan.
This Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. A very exciting Fan Focus for Tiki Barber. It was a star-studded World Cup day. Messi scores all 3 goals for Argentina yesterday in a 3-0 shutout. He ties the World Cup record for 16 World Cup goals in his career. Mbappe over at MetLife scored 2 goals in France's 3-1 win over Senegal. 2 hours before kickoff of that game yesterday, Tiki, tickets did drop as low as $69 to get into the building.
You said 69.
I did, damn it. After those insane original prices. So a couple minutes on the World Cup here?
Yeah, I mean, look, this was a star-studded World Cup Tuesday yesterday because obviously Lionel Messi scored 3 goals, a hat trick, killing Mbappe after a kind of, I don't want to say a dull because it was engaging first half against Senegal over at MetLife Stadium, scored 2 in the second half. They have a star-studded team. They're one of the favorites with Elise as well. I mentioned him earlier. And then another star-studded team, only because of Erling Haaland from Norway. They played Iraq, and Iraq was tight for a while. It was 1-1 for a while, and then Erling Haaland scored 2 goals as well. So 3 of the biggest stars in international soccer had the biggest days yesterday for the World Cup. And one of the reasons I think this happens, and Shaun and I were talking about this before the show started, traveling in European club soccer is, I don't want to say it's easy, but it's short. Mm-hmm. It's a 2-hour ride. It's a whatever. In the United States, and Messi has played in the United States for the last 4 years, you go on a trip to play LA, you're taking a 6-hour trip, right? Also, when you're playing soccer in the summer versus soccer in the fall like they do in Europe, It's hot, dude.
Yeah, humidity
Look
bears
how
down.
hot and humid it is here. Think how hot and humid it is in Florida. Think how hot it is in Texas or even in some places in California. Messi's used to this.
Yeah. Midwest, too. Kansas City gets steamy.
100%. So he's used to this. This is where all the venues are, by the way, for the World Cup. So what you're going to start seeing is teams not being able to play how maybe their managers want them to play, like pressing all the time and grinding things out and forcing turnovers in the midfield. They take water breaks, by the way. This is it's unheard of, but because the weather's so hot in America, they take a quarter water break every quarter.
They get their oranges at halftime.
It's insane. But the point is, the conditions are challenging here, and so what you're gonna see are the stars who can perform in moments, besting those teams that sometimes have to do these Herculean efforts because you're just not sustainable. It's just too hot. It's too grinding, travel schedule wise. I mean, we heard about the Iranian team who played 2 days ago. They got on they played. They had to get on a plane to go back to Mexico right after they played.
Crazy.
And so and that's all because of the political environment that's going on. And so it's an interesting World Cup because I think it's challenging for these players because it's not what they're used to.
Yeah, games have been fun. Yesterday was obviously a great day for the World Cup, especially when you consider the stars that shined and the stars that played. And look, it's a long grind. We're still a month away from the championship game in MetLife Stadium, so it's going to be a wild month. And I know that we
think how much hotter it's going to get.
Exactly. And we've been caught up here in all like the Knicks fever, and obviously we have the U.S. Open on Long Island this weekend. But man, you're going to wake up next week and you're gonna want to get invested in these games. So they've been a lot of fun so far, and obviously the action at MetLife that's happened over the first week or so is crazy. But this is where the world shines, and this is really a unique event, and the games have been fun so far.
No, it's been great. And by the way, the United States plays on Friday against Australia. That game is at 3 p.m. It's obviously out on the West Coast because that's where the United States is stationed in Seattle. But we'll be doing, or at least I'll be doing, a game watch at the Mad Hatter.
There you go.
At 3 o'clock in Hoboken.
Mad Hatter, 3 o'clock Hoboken. Go hang out. Watch the U.S. beat Bluey and Bingo's team from Australia at 3 o'clock. And, the U.S. game after that, by the way, is a 9 o'clock game, as was the original game. So, look, if you're somebody that, man, it gets late, you conk out. This is 3 o'clock Friday, and it's a holiday.
Yep.
I mean, could be a good spot to really get to know this U.S. soccer team, men's soccer team, and kind of get behind them a little bit. Mad Hatter with Tiki on Friday. Antonio in Boston at 888-808-1019. What's up, Antonio?
What's going on, guys? Love the show. You guys carried me through my first year of college. Love listening to you guys in between class and
appreciate you.
in the cast and stuff. So
Thank you, man.
Love the show. You guys brought up a great point this morning on the clutch part of the Knicks and that killer mentality.
Yes.
And I'm a huge Yankee fan, and I really agree with how I don't feel like they have that. Every playoff, we have Judge, we have Stanton, we've had Cole, really star-studded players, but Jalen Brunson, that guy.
Sorry, Antonio, you're breaking up a little bit. But to your point, Jalen Brunson clutch, OG Anunoby clutch, even Josh Hart clutch.
And look, everybody wasn't clutch all the time.
No,
Mikal Bridges was invisible at points.
You know what? I brought up Josh Hart. He was great, but he missed that bunny layup there.
100%. Cat had scored 2 points in Game 5, and he fouled out, and he wasn't great. But they were so deep, and this is it. This is a philosophical evolution from the Tom Thibodeau teams. Is that they could pull somebody off the bench and say, all right, Landry Shamet, go make 5 3-pointers. Or in the previous round, hey, Deuce, knock down 9 of those things, right? And take them and shoot them confidently. We'll give you free reign. Or Shohan, who came off the bench, and Mike Brown praised him. This guy doesn't play any time, and he comes off and he gives us a valuable minute. But, I mean, those things matter. Being able to count on guys who aren't your stars. Jose Alvarado, who was ridiculous in that Game 4 comeback and played super valuable minutes and changed it up enough that Mitch Johnson didn't know what to do. And so you got to give credit to the coaching, Mike Brown. We talked about it before, Evan and I, what was going to be the biggest thing we talked about. I forgot what he said, but I said it's going to be Mike Brown. This is before the playoffs started, because when the playoffs started, some of us, me included, were still kind of critical of him.
Yeah.
And then to his credit, he proved that he is a finals winning coach, and he did it resoundingly, out-coaching out-coaching every other head coach in every round.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost insane to think of how many of us were talking about the coaching edge with Cleveland in the Eastern Conference
That's
Finals.
right.
It's insane to think about that.
Right.
And Mike Brown doing what he did, running the offense through Cat after the Game 3 loss with Atlanta, to set your own ego and thought process aside.
Mm-hmm.
And even, let's be real, if you think back to the regular season, where those last 6 games happened, you were like, man, why are all of a sudden Cat and Brunson looking like this together?
Right.
And we had like that feeling of, did he kind of just wait and see to pull up on this because he knew the regular season they'd have enough talent to get by? Mike Brown put on a true NBA coaching clinic in this run this entire spring. And it's something where while we're all focused on Jalen Brunson and we're all focused on Karl Anthony Towns, Mike Brown's not one of these guys. He's going to walk on water forever here, man.
Yeah.
He is. He just is.
Yeah, I saw on social media he went to some restaurant yesterday or 2 days ago, got a standing ovation.
And he's like the most likable coach,
he's soft-spoken. He's kind of chill.
Yeah,
he's not bombastic. He's not look at me.
You listen to Mike Brown speak and you watch him interact and you see him around the team or just there is nothing to dislike about Mike Brown.
No, I agree.
He's the most likable
It's funny
coach.
because there were some things earlier. I think these were regular. Maybe it was in the playoffs because he got noticed. But Cat was out there at one of the shoot-arounds. He had his hat on backwards. And Mike Brown didn't yell at him. He just kind of walked up to him, said something to him in his ear. Probably, hey, man, lose the hat, man. It's like,
yeah.
And so Cat just says, all right, cool. Yeah, he takes his hat off, puts it down, and goes about doing his business. Like, there's a respect
there is
that you feel between player and coach. And that's not always there. And sometimes when it's not there, it becomes an issue. Like that, it was never an issue with this team, at least not when it mattered. And maybe it was earlier in the season, but it wasn't once they got into the postseason.
Clearly, we're not doing sports radio in Sacramento, but man, if you're the Sacramento Kings and their fans, I mean, the guy brings you back out of that playoff drought, and you basically dump him on the side of the road.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now?
But you know what? And this is why it matters. And again, not to delve into this, but this matters. I remember when Coach Coughlin first came to the Giants, and again, we didn't understand. I don't know, not understand. We did, but it was hard to get adjusted to what he was saying all the time. Like, be there 5 minutes early. If you're 5 minutes early, you're late. Type of thing. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? If you want the meeting at 11:25, just put it at 11. Don't say 11:30, and then dock us because we're 5 minutes. We get there at 11:27. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're 2 minutes late for an 11:30 meeting.
As a fan, I laugh, but as a player, I can see why that would drive me nuts.
Like, what the hell are you even talking about? But the other thing, one of the things, and this goes back to the Cat thing with the hat, is like, Coach Coughlin we were on a business trip when we travel. You were wearing a suit, right?
Yeah.
You were looking the part of someone who's coming here on a business trip. You're not here to have fun. You're not here to jack around. You're here to come and try to win a football game. And so it took some time. It took a couple years. But eventually, he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning coach. And again,
he had to change too.
It's not accidental.
Yep, it's not accidental.
It was intentional.
It's all culture. Joe Torre, another one of those guys in New York City with that. Dwight in Asbury Park. Dwight, what's up?
Hey, Dwight.
About the Knicks, do you think they could, Brunson could lead them to 2 more titles if possible?
I think if the team stays healthy, because again, this is the difference over the last couple of years. It's been the health. It's been, do you get to the postseason healthy, and then can you get through the postseason healthy? Because when you think about some of the teams that faltered, some of it was injury.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Look, OKC had injuries.
The famous words on this show, attrition.
Yeah, attrition.
Losing to attrition.
Right. And
heck, the Eastern Conference playoffs were marred by Tatum not playing all year, and of course the Pacers being a non-factor.
Right. And in Donovan Mitchell for the Cleveland, even though it was not ever reported that he was injured, he looked injured.
He did.
And so if he's healthy and this team stays together or even improves in some capacity, yeah, they can win another one.
Of course
I don't know
can.
if they're winning 2 more, but they're winning another one.
Look, enjoy this one, but I will say this. I'm sure other champions, if we were really hyper-focused on their teams, we're all feeling the same way. It is hard to discount that this team is ever going to feel satisfied.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right. I even forgot my own Cinco, so we're going to do that when we come back. I feel like Evan today, so we'll eat in a little bit. It is Knicks related. We'll continue to take your Parade Eve calls. And remember, our parade coverage tomorrow is brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. All right. When we come back, Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash, a little Cinco de Lunch show coming your way and your calls. But Total Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is expanding across Long Island, New York City, and New Jersey with new locations opening in Comac, Babylon, and West Orange. Expert care is closer than ever. Their top-rated doctors treat everything from everyday injuries to complex orthopedic conditions. Wherever you are on your journey, they are there to help you move forward. They are the experts at getting you back to being you. Visit TotalOrthoSportsMed.com to schedule your appointment today or call 855-321-ORTHO.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
This summer, luxury comes in threes. 3 premier destinations, Mercedes-Benz of Edison, Ray Catena of Freehold, and Mercedes-Benz of Union. 3 reasons to drive Mercedes-Benz: the versatile GLC, the refined GLE, and the Ray Catena experience, where the customer always comes first. Wherever summer takes you, discover luxury SUVs built for every journey. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison, Ray Catena of Freehold, and Mercedes-Benz of Union, or go to RayCatenaMercedes.com. 3 locations, triple luxury, 1 unforgettable summer.
The Chef IQ Sense Smart Thermometer takes the guesswork out of cooking. Choose a preset, select your cut and doneness, then insert the probe. The app guides your cook in real time, telling you exactly when to flip.
Please flip your food.
And cook times adjust automatically.
Your food is ready.
So every steak comes out juicy and perfect. Use code RADIO at checkout to save big on ChefIQ.com. That's code RADIO at ChefIQ.com.
Hey everyone, Boomer Esiason here. I've spent years on the field learning what really matters most: reliability, consistency, and trust. That's why I love Red Pocket Mobile. You choose from 3 major 5G networks, plans start at just $10 a month and stay there. Plus real customer care answers in under 2 minutes. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at Thrivewell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThrivewellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
This is Sal Licata. You definitely don't want your AC system to fail this summer. So call my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's air conditioning experts. Have them check your cooling system now. I know Edison Heating and Cooling. They are the real deal. Go to EdisonHVAC.com.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free.
To book, visit MSCCruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
The Larry O'Brien Trophy is back in New York. The Knicks are champions. For everything orange and blue, keep it right here on The Fan.
Went to the break. He's about to give us lunch, feed us a Cinco de Five-O. It's likely on the Knicks, and I don't know if he's going to talk about the most important players of this Knicks run. But I think the one thing that we've been trying to get at from the start of this show is who has the best chance to repeat. And while I initially said took the field, I think ultimately my mind as this show goes on might tend to go back towards the Knicks for a couple of reasons. One, because of how killer instinct they felt this past season, how dialed in they were when it mattered. And even though they weren't perfect in the regular season, there were points where you just felt like this team doesn't have it until they did. And so I don't know what your Cinco is going to be, Shaun, but I hope it's about the most important pieces that the Knicks need in order, just to further our theme of the day, in order to be that repeat team.
Well, yeah, don't have a smoothie before break. Here we go with Cinco.
Shaun Morash in the booth. Somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling. No! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking. Nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Roncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Cinco de Loncho is brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything, everywhere. What was in that corn muffin, Tiki? Without further ado, we led the show today talking about Knicks or the field in terms of who's next to win a championship. And Tiki and I have gone back and forth. In fact, I feel like Tiki's like swayed 4 different ways in his own mind.
I have. Only because I'm trying to think of all the other teams that could win it in the next couple of years. And I'm before the show's over, I'm going to have to make a final decision. But I'm leaning back towards the Knicks.
All right. Well, without further ado, I did tease this yesterday. I'm sad Evan's going to miss this. It's the 5 teams closest to a championship in New York. Here we go.
Here we go.
Number 5.
It's the Mets, because somebody has to be 5, and I can't put the Jets, Nets, Devils, or Rangers here. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
It's hockey can turn quickly.
It can, and I made that point, but I got crushed for it. But, man, with the Devils and the Jack Hughes era, they would be like the next one I do. But here's the deal with the Mets.
So Devils are 6?
Devils would be 6.
Yeah.
The Mets have Juan Soto. They have Francisco Lindor. Yes, everything seems like it's a terrible mess right now.
Pitching feels like a disaster.
It does.
But the young kids are starting to play some pretty good baseball.
Yeah, I like Benj. I like Ewing. And as bad as this is, you know the Mets season out, lockout be damned, can flip real quickly, especially with the money spent. All right, here we go.
Number 4.
Matthew Schaefer's Islanders. Look, he was that good. Evan called him the Prince of New York. I did make the turn because of hockey, like you just alluded to, and I think it happened. I'm very curious. And look, I've already lived in a world now where the Knicks have won a championship. If I have to live in one where the Islanders win a championship, I'll deal. I'm curious what the next step is for that team, because they fell short. They collapsed. They fired Patrick Waugh. They very much, as you saw this year, kind of happened very quickly in the NHL with the Golden Knights coming out of nowhere. Carolina wins a cup. Hockey's weird, man.
It is, and Tortorella's not even back.
No, not back with Vegas. Hockey's weird, and with Matthew Schaefer getting older and more mature, don't sleep on the Islanders, man. They could be a sleeping giant here. All right, here we go.
Number 3.
Speaking of the Giants, this team goes from, do they tank for the number 1 pick to number 3 on my list and the team's closest to the next championship in New York. Again, we have a lot to see here in terms of winning, but John Harbaugh is in place.
I'm just curious who's above the Giants, because we know that the Knicks are one of the top 2.
Oh, is it as obvious who 2 and 1 are?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Here we go.
I guess so.
Number 2.
Number 2 is the Knicks. They're not the number 1 team closest to the next championship. And it's just, look, we talked about the parody thing, Vince Goodwill, like that stupid comment, but still, yeah. Could they repeat next year? Of course. I think doubting this Knicks team
is just hard to do.
It's hard to do. And while that doesn't, you don't have to repeat to be the next team to win here either. I do have to put them at number 2 and number 1.
Number 1.
It's the Yankees. Could be bias. Could be Kool-Aid.
It definitely is bias. It's definitely Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
It's definitely you watching Garrett Cole pitch 6 innings and give up 2 runs last night.
Can we be fair about something, though?
Go ahead.
For as much as people say I could be a troll and a shill for my teams, I have erred on the side of negativity with this Yankee team for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I have spent this entire baseball season being very open-minded about the 2026 Yankees being different than past Yankee teams. And I like the subtleties that you mentioned about them operating. We're going to have questions about whether this manager like Tom Thibodeau could get it done, no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
But Ben Rice and Cam Schlittler, and when Max Fried comes back, and just the pitching just could dominate some of these series. And I have a hard time thinking, put it this way, if this Yankee team's not in the World Series this year, where we're at with this American League,
something's wrong.
I don't know how Aaron Boone isn't back. Is back.
Is back. So if the Yankees aren't in the World Series,
At a bare
given
minimum.
that the best teams and outside of the Yankees or Tampa Bay, who feel like they're fading, the Chicago White Sox, who it's like, what the F are you even talking about? That they're the top team, they're the lead, and it's only by a half a game or something, and not even. I don't think statistically they might be tied with the Cleveland Guardians, and then the Seattle Mariners, who are 2 games over 500.
Yeah. So think about that, Tiki.
Yeah.
How do they not make the World Series this year?
Yeah.
So by that, I'm putting them as the next closest team to win a championship, and maybe
only because they're kind not gifted, but they have an easier
Put it this way.
route. They're not in the National League where there are 3 40-win teams already.
Just by timing alone, I think they'll be playing for a championship again before the Knicks are. So let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, there's more than 3 actually. There's 6. 6 40-win teams in the American League. I mean National League.
National League. It's the Braves. It's the Dodgers. It's
Braves, Phillies now.
Phillies,
Brewers, Cardinals. And the Dodgers, so 5.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe, like the Oklahoma City Thunder, something goes awry with the Dodgers this year. Maybe. Maybe it's Yankees, Braves, and we get like a Spurs, Knicks kind of deal. Again, linear correlations. People get tired of me talking about it.
Right.
But the Yankees, I think, are the next team closest to a championship. The Knicks are not number 1 for me. So debate with a wall. I'm sure the graphic will get put out by Cap, and I'll have a million mentions telling me I'm a fat you-know-what. 888-808-1019. Mike in Bergen County. Mike, what's up, man?
Great show. Thanks for taking the call.
Pleasure, man. What's up?
Looking forward to meeting up with you guys. I'll be in the Knicks hat on the corner of Nassau Street tomorrow.
Nice. I'm sure we'll notice you. You'll stand out.
Absolutely. I picked it up at Dick's early this morning, so glad to get it.
Nice.
But I think part of the reason, besides the great crazy Knicks fever, is that it's the time of year it is. June is amazing weather. Everyone's in an incredible, enjoying this festive time. Just think about in '87 when the Giants won their Super Bowl. I was a senior in high school, and my buddies skipped school. It was like negative 20 degrees, and the celebration was at Giants Stadium. I actually did turn it down, no regrets, and there were like 50,000 people there out of the whole stadium. Wasn't even filled up.
Yeah.
So I think that's the big difference.
Conditions aren't ideal, and it matters. Like you want to be outside right now.
Yeah,
it's fun. In fact, when I come in here every morning, because this, if you're watching us on YouTube, we have this WFAN SNY shade cover that covers our backdrop, and it's for the image, so it looks good. Every day I come in here, it's down. Every day I come here, I lift it up.
Because you want to see outside.
I don't like sitting in rooms where I can't see outside. This is how I lived my entire professional career with the New York Giants, because I was at the old Giant Stadium, and our offices weren't above ground like at the Quest Diagnostic Center where the guys are now. They were in the stadium underground.
Oh,
so
my God.
we would spend basically my whole professional life, I was underground. So I appreciate lightness. I appreciate sun, and it's beautiful outside. All I want to do is be outside.
And I think that goes.
And I think a lot of New Yorkers are that way right now, especially those that are celebrating with the Knicks and anticipating this great parade that's going to happen tomorrow down the Canyon of Heroes.
And the winter we had.
Yeah, it was
Are
brutal.
we forgetting? Like, we're complaining about heat now. It was the worst winter we've had in a decade.
No, I can't
at
complain
least.
about the heat. I usually complain about the heat.
No. I'm embracing it.
I'm like, I don't want to. The sun is going to burn me, because I'm, for a black guy, I'm light. So I'm being serious. And so the sun burns. It burns me.
Yeah.
And as soon as it got hot, I was just sitting out there, like, just burn me.
Yeah. Burn me, man. The winter was awful. Ryan in Stony Point. Ryan, what's up?
What's up, boys? How are you?
What's going on, Ryan?
Sean, I completely agree with you. I think the Yankees are the next team to win it, and I think they win it this year.
Ooh.
I mean,
I love it, Ryan.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. They have the best player in the entire MLB is out, and they're winning games because these young guys, like you said, are stepping up.
Yeah. Right.
And
Not
the
even
second-
winning.
They're
They're bludgeoning teams.
And I was going to say, and the second best player in Major League Baseball is here and hitting home runs. That's Ben Rice.
That's where I was just going. And then, call me biased, they have the Cy Young in Cam Schlittler throwing absolute master classes every time he's on the mound.
Right, and that's
I think they win it this year.
And that's with Garrett Cole coming to take his title. That's with Max Fried coming back, who before he got hurt and before he started to slow down and then ultimately got hurt, was pitching at a Cy Young level.
Yeah.
If they have those 3 guys all at Cy Young quality, how do you beat them?
I don't know how
they're
you
giving
do.
up a run or two a game in the postseason. How do you beat them?
I don't know how you beat them.
Right.
I don't, but I'm sure somebody will find a way.
Yeah. I mean, you know who will find a way to find a way to beat them? Yankee fans.
Yes.
Because the Yankee fan will be negative.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to crap on this, even though they're not in their typical June swoon.
Nope. And step one, don't start Anthony Volpe every game in the postseason, which I don't think we will have that issue.
I agree.
Justin on Long Island. Justin, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's going on? Great show. I don't know if you've heard about the whole Danhausen uncursing.
Yes.
I was the guy that made the cameo to Danhausen to uncurse the Knicks.
Oh, wow.
It
Good
was
for
an
you, man.
It was an incredible run. Thank you. My dilemma here is I want to go tomorrow. Obviously, I have work. I call out, right? I take a PTO day and I go enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime parade, right?
Absolutely you do.
Justin, can I ask, are you missing anything important at work tomorrow?
No, I'm not.
Okay, then what is to talk about this?
Right.
You think about the things people have called out of work for. First day of March Madness, I got to go watch Kentucky play Utah at noon. Day after Super Bowl, I'm drinking too much till 10 o'clock at night when the game ends. I got to call out. A parade? Man, unless, again, you're one of these teachers with the Regents exams.
Mm-hmm.
And look.
And if you're a diehard.
And
this actually means something to you.
The first Knicks ticker tape parade ever.
Right. Not fake means something to you, but actually means something to you. You call out.
Yeah. Look, if you're a casual that enjoyed the watch party, I'm not telling you not to go enjoy it, but you're thinking about it right now, I would say you probably should be one of the ones at work, maybe even leaving an extra person's room for a diehard fan to go.
Right.
If you're a legitimate Knicks fan, this could be it.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're talking about repeats, and we're talking about what team wins next. And we don't even want to think about what's next in many ways. This could be it. This could be the only one in your life. It could be. Maybe it's not. Maybe they go rip off a dynasty, but it could be.
Yeah, but look, either way, they're going to be, if they win another one or not next year or in the next couple of years, they're going to be a good team.
And there's nothing like your first.
Yeah.
It's not like your first.
And for a lot of people, this is their first.
This is their first. Absolutely. Juan in Connecticut. Juan, what's up?
What's up, Juan?
Afternoon, fellas. I have Tiki, first time, long time.
Thank you.
Sitting on the couch the other day, I think it was Monday, I was talking to one of my sons. I said, hey, is this the best New York championship ever? Now I'm texting my other son, and we're going back and forth, and my other son says he thinks that the Brady Super Bowl was a little more important. I'm going to tell you something right now, fellas. I'm a Bernard King. That's when I started, Bernard King days.
Yeah, so for you, it's not even a question.
I'm still floating around, guys. I haven't hit the ground since Saturday night.
That's great.
It's a great feeling. I didn't know where you guys can rank this championship.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you, Juan. How old are your kids? Because we kind of get your age because you were Bernard King. How old are your kids?
I'm 57. My youngest daughter is 25. I got 28 and 33. Two boys and a girl.
Right. So I'm trying to think. So the Giants championship for them was their first one, right?
2007.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So
16 for one.
Yeah. So for them, they're gonna say the Giants because it was the first one that they experienced, right?
It makes sense, man.
It does. But I don't know, man. I've been waiting my whole life for this. So
no, Juan,
you know how that goes.
Juan, this is where can I be honest? And I think that's a great call. All the comparison.
By the way, that's awesome that you get to have that conversation. Your kids are old enough that you can have that conversation.
Have a conversation. When I hear what's the best championship in New York, it's kind of unfair. Because your heart's going to pull in a couple different directions.
Yeah.
And the best one's whatever you feel the best one is.
Right.
Right? Like, there's no reason to fight over, well, no, the 2007 Giants were better than the 2026 Knicks. No, what are you talking about? It was the 94 Rangers. Like, they're all special.
It's just whichever one you had the biggest fandom for.
Right. Or maybe life experiences that went along with it. Like, memories of losses past where they dug deeper. So, I don't know. Like, for me,
like the guy who called in Denise's mom was coming up from, like it's flying in, they're picking up, they're going to the parade. That's amazing.
That's amazing. That's
now,
it.
I'm sure his mom probably is old enough because I forget how old he said he was, but she was probably old enough to see the 73 one if she was a fan.
Probably, but probably younger, and it's a different time and a different era. And then you go through 50 years.
But he wasn't alive.
And maybe that makes it better for her because she has a child to experience
exactly
it
right.
with. Yeah, I mean, again, I feel bad even picking my favorite one. It also feels gluttonous. All right, when we come back, more on that. Plus, Numbers to the rafters. Something that we haven't talked about enough. Is it Brunson? Is it Brunson Cat? Brunson Cat OG? We're going to go through the list here. Who ends up having their jersey hung forever at MSG? Team. Let's go. Let's go. Contractors, when deadlines are tight, you need a supplier that moves like you do. Windowrama keeps the Northeast's largest in-stock selection of Andersen windows, patio doors, and storm doors ready for same-day pickup or next-day delivery. Need custom assemblies? They build them in-house to keep your jobs on track. And with Rama Rewards for Pros, earn up to 2% back. Plus perks like free delivery. Windowrama for Pros, your job, your deadline, your team. Visit windowrama.com to learn more.
Hey, New York. The New York Knicks are NBA champs. And this July, some of your favorite Knicks stars are heading to Fanatics Fest NYC. You can see Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, and more live at the world's #1 sports fan festival, returning to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th. Hell, Michael Rubin should have the whole team. Bring Jose Alvarado and Landry Shamet and everybody else. With 500-plus athletes, celebrities, and sports legends all under one roof, Fanatics Fest brings fans closer than ever with autographs, photo ops, live panels, and podcasts, exclusive merch drops, rare collectibles, and unforgettable fan experiences. Tickets sell quickly, so grab yours now at fanaticsfest.com. Let's go, Knicks. Congratulations on your NBA championship.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Sports fans, we need to appreciate greatness while it's still in front of us. Argentina's Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest soccer player ever, turns 39 next week. This is likely his final World Cup. And Argentina began its World Cup defense last night against Algeria. And who scored the hat trick? Lionel Messi at age 38. We need to appreciate him while he's still playing. I'm Nick Costos.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening rounds all the way to the final. Last week, Spain was trading at 17% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade could pay out $572 if they win soccer's biggest prize. Want to know what they're at today? Check Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code PITCH to get a $10 credit when you trade $10. Kalshi, Kalshi, trade on anything. 18 plus only, must be present in state where it is legal to trade. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, value, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. $10 free credit with no expiration. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Father's Day? Go big for Dad. Celebrate Father's Day with 5 courses fresh from the Wok Fire. Enjoy a 5-course celebration experience starting at $89.99, featuring premium entrees like New York prime strip steak tataki, oolong chili and sea bass, and lobster and prawn fried rice. Bold flavors, sizzling favorites, a meal made to impress. Because Dad deserves more than just a dinner. He deserves a celebration. Celebrate Father's Day with some sizzle. Only at P.F. Chang's.
The world's biggest soccer tournament is here, and so are extra-packed trains and gridlocked highways. Ditch the commute and work from home with Fios. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month, or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us, then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
I don't need to tell you. New Yorkers are paying more for everything. Rent, utilities, groceries, every single month. The office that's supposed to protect us is on the sidelines. I'm Raj Goyal. As an ACLU lawyer, I fought for the people against powerful interest every single day. Now I'm going to be your affordability watchdog. I'll take the pension fund out of the greedy hands of Wall Street and put it back into affordable housing, holding utility companies accountable and auditing waste and fraud.
Raj Goyal, affordability watchdog for comptroller.
Paid for by Raj Goyal for New York State Comptroller.
Hey, it's Todd from Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Are you ready to make this the summer? With incredible lease and financing options, get behind the wheel of any new Jeep or Ram truck during the Make This the Summer event at Ramsey Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. Exceptional people, exceptional deals.
This summer, raise a Guinness to the dads who shared their love for game day. The ones who passed down their favorite team, cheered beside us through every win and loss, and made every match together a little more memorable than the last. Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York. Please enjoy responsibly.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tournament on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. Australia is trading at 17% to beat Argentina, meaning a $100 trade pays out $570 if they win. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position. So for a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CMAC, that's code CMAC, to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi, Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
Hey, Metro New York. Ready for real savings? Switch to Allstate today. Because drivers who switched saved an average of $713 on their auto insurance. So, what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for an auto insurance quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. Based on the national average annual savings for new customers surveyed in 2024, savings vary, subject to terms and availability.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
The New York Knicks are NBA champions. For complete championship coverage, reaction, and celebration of New York's first title since 1973. Stay with the Fan, WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on the Fan. A big parade eve on WFAN. Keep it locked here. When we wrap in about an hour, the Carton Show with Big Mac comes your way on Parade Eve. 3:30, the great Mike Breen will join the guys at 3:30. In the 5 o'clock hour, world champion owner James Dolan in studio. Yes, I just uttered those words. That is true. His first time in studio as a champion with Carton and C-Mac coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. And tomorrow, our parade coverage is brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. Keep it locked here to the Fan all day tomorrow for complete parade coverage. We'll re-go over some of the parade details throughout this hour. Still want to get to the Brunson food thing and your calls, 888-808-1019. But I did have this thought. I've had this thought since Monday. Retired numbers, Tiki. Always a controversial subject on WFAN. And I think depending on the team, there's different levels to it. Obviously, with the New York Football Giants, you can't retire as many numbers. Same goes for the Jets when you consider the fact that you have more players and you just need numbers, right? So from that 2007 Giant team, Eli and Strahan have their number retired. From 11, it is just Eli, if memory serves. But they do have a Ring of Honor where they put where you belong or you are as well there. For the New York Rangers in 1994, the number 11, Mark Messier. The number 35, Mike Richter. The number 2, Brian Leach. And the number 9, Adam Graves. 4 members of the 94 Rangers. Again, that's a 1 championship team.
Yeah.
The Yankees, look, Posada.
Who's not?
O'Neill.
Right.
I don't even listen. It's just almost anybody that breathed on that Yankee dynasty has their number retired. And, of course, CeCe Sabathia will get his number retired in September as only a one-time champion with the Yankees from 2009.
He was epic for a lot of years.
Of course. But I bring up the one-time champion thing, the same thing with the Rangers, because...
Also a first-ballot Hall of Famer.
No doubt about it. The Knicks. That 1973 New York Knicks championship team. Now, remember, they did win one in 1970, so this has something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take a guess how many members of that 1973 championship team have numbers retired?
2. Clyde?
If this is right, I think this is right. It's 6 and the coach.
6 and the coach?
Because we have Clyde, you have Dick Barnett.
Oh, right.
Earl the Pearl Monroe, Willis Reed.
Yeah.
Dave
I was going to say Clyde and Willis Reed, but I didn't even think about...
And again, keep in mind, 1970 has a lot to do with this. Dave DeBuscher and Bill Bradley.
Wow.
And Red Holzman has like his name in the rafters as a coach. So for that, and considering the Rangers are in the same building guard, have 4 from the same one-time champion, I asked this question.
So James Dolan is emotionally connected to the teams that he owns that win championships. He gets, and it felt, by the way, in that
and remember,
emotional speech that he gave.
It wasn't James in 94 either. So this is his real first one.
Oh, right. Right.
Okay. But he looks up at those numbers.
Huh.
I say that to say this is Jalen Brunson's team.
But hold on. So he bought the team in...
Well, his father, right? Didn't his father own the team? This is terrible. Who owned the 94 Rangers and the 94 Knicks?
See, I wouldn't know. I have no idea. I was not even here.
I got to look back. What was the...
So if it was his father, maybe he was still emotionally connected to it. With the Rangers, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, they were owned by Paramount Communications. So, no, in 95, Cablevision and ITT took over the Rangers. So
who was making those decisions about...
The retired numbers? Okay, so when all the numbers got retired, it was still Cablevision and the Dolan Group about that, but they didn't own the team in 94.
Right. But they retired the numbers anyways.
They retired, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah, of course.
So as we sit here today, 4 days removed from the Knicks being champions, obviously, Jalen Brunson's number is going up forever. The number 11 will never now be worn by a Knick or a Ranger again because of Messier and Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
I got to think second best player, Karl Anthony Towns, local kid, is going to get his number retired.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
know.
If we are already at I don't know with Karl Anthony Towns, then I don't think it's anyone's. Are we retiring OG Anunoby's number?
OG's been here for 2 years.
Championship, immortal moment.
I know that. And he was fantastic. And if it wasn't for Jalen Brunson, he would have been the finals MVP.
Wow, you're way more stingent with this.
I think because I think in order to have your number retired, I think it's not a championship per se, but it is just years of like greatness and adulation, and you feel a part of this team. Now, because the Knicks, I think we have to take away for a moment, just for this discussion, the fact that it had been 53 years and this team recaptured the imagination of New York Knicks and New York basketball fans.
You have to take that away?
So you have to take it away and think about the individuals as they exist as a Knick.
See, I think you think
and that's
about
what makes it hard, because it's not OG's, like, it shouldn't benefit him that it was 53 years, right? It will, but it shouldn't.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like, because it is so long, you're going to now say OG, who had a fantastic postseason, had a really good regular season as well, but it wasn't, retire your number great regular season.
It wasn't. But I don't think, here's the thing. When it comes to number retirements, because we argue about the Yankee ones all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember,
why do you do it? What's the reason?
What's the reason?
You do it for the championship, or do you do it because they were great players over an extended amount of time?
And I think it's a combination. I think it's a little bit of pot A and a little bit of pot B. Because remember, number retirements, and this is where everybody loses sight, doesn't mean you're a Hall of Famer in the sport. right?
Yeah.
Having your number retired in many ways is you're basically in the team's version of the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah, and it's funny because basketball does not have the Ring of Honor type situation.
No.
There's no room for that.
No, there's
So
not.
You're not celebrating a guy after he leaves because he was great here. And
That's more of a football thing.
Yeah, it's not like a step down from the retirement. Like the NFL has the step down from retiring somebody's number.
And the Yankees can do a plaque and not retire a number, even though most of them are doubled up. Yes.
Right. Whereas in basketball, the only way to really honor the guy is to retire his number.
Retire his number. And, you say, I don't know about Cat. Well, keep this in mind about the Basketball Hall of Fame. You breathe on a basketball and you get it. Karl Anthony Towns now is a champion with the numbers he's put up with 2 different franchises. He's going to be a Hall of Famer now. I think the championship puts him over the edge. And as his championship being with the Knicks in the Hall of Fame, I'm telling you, Karl Anthony Towns is going to have his number retired.
If he's in this Hall of Fame, you're probably right, which is crazy to think about because of how many people have hated on him.
Yeah, but think about the Hall of Fame in basketball.
Yeah. It's participate. It's like contribution, not participation. It's contribution.
And it's unfair.
To the league.
It's unfair.
So that counts college, right?
Everything.
It counts. It counts the Olympics.
Yep, all of it. Yeah, I think Cat gets in, Brunson gets in. I think their numbers are definitely retired.
Okay.
All right.
I'll concede Cat.
You OG, you got to see more then. Even that play. It's immortalized forever.
It's an immortal play, but is that why you're retiring your number?
I mean, he's the third best player on a championship team that ended a drought.
I got to see it.
We're going to be real stingy.
I think I got to be. You got to be stingy. You can't let everybody in. Is Mike Brown's
the
name
Rangers put 4 guys in?
Is Mike Brown getting retired?
That was the next one.
Right. Seriously,
Mike Brown. You don't have to give up a number. Now, for Holzman, they put up whatever it is, 613 is the amount of wins he had. Now, Mike Brown's not going to have that because he's short-lived here.
Right.
And I don't.
So far. I mean, he could coach for another decade here. We don't know.
Don't believe the Rangers don't have a banner up for Keenan because remember, that was one and done. He only coached in '94. But if Mike Brown coaches another couple of years here, and how do you fire a Mike Brown? Remember, Keenan stepped away. Now, how do you fire Mike Brown at any point in the next couple of years? I don't know what you would put up there. Because, the number is going to seem weird. Maybe it's the playoff record or something like that. I think Mike Brown's name goes to the rafters one day, too. He's the coach that ended the Knicks drought.
That's it. You know what? Craig and Big Mac should ask. They should ask James Dolan this.
They should.
He's on at 5 o'clock this afternoon on the afternoon drive show.
Yeah.
And they absolutely should ask that.
It's interesting, too, because he came in for 1 year to coach, and then the year he comes in, they win a championship.
Right. So you can't say it's
like
he had an influence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
I don't know the thought process.
I've thought about this for a couple of days.
God. Yeah, so it's interesting.
I think about football, and all right, they're going to retire Michael Strahan's number. Well, duh, obviously. Won a championship, and he's a Hall of Famer, even though it took him 2 years, which was utter BS. And then Eli, obvious. He was the Super Bowl MVP twice and it was a great quarterback for he's an iconic quarterback for the New York. Duh. Still taking him a chance to get time to get in the Hall of Fame. But, football, you have to do it for a long time. If Eli was here if Kerry Collins had won the 2000, if we had won the 2000 Super Bowl, and let's even say Kerry Collins was fantastic. He had 312 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Does he win the MVP?
And we beat the Baltimore Ravens. He wins Super Bowl MVP. And he leaves a year and a half later. He's here for 4 years in total. Is his number retired? Ring of Honor, yes. Is his number retired?
I think it is.
Really?
I think it is. I think the quarterback in football is it's special. I think it is. Championships change the mindset. By the way, unfairly probably.
Right.
To other guys who haven't won championships, but it matters. Okay, but let me flip you. Mike Brown, let's put aside because we could talk about. Because I also think it costs you. It's not like it costs you a number for Mike Brown to put his name.
No.
So I do think that's why I think he gets up there.
I don't think it matters.
Let me bring you back to OG Anunoby for a second. What if Jalen Brunson doesn't have the 45-point game?
And he's the Finals MVP?
It
changes my mind.
Okay. So if he had won the Finals MVP, he gets his number retired?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're going to punish him because Brunson went off in Game 5?
Okay. So a decade from now, and we'll talk about that play. We'll talk about the tip in Game 4 that was the greatest playoff comeback in NBA history.
Just the tip.
Well, it's just the tip, man. Just the tip. And we feel good about that. Doesn't it also then negate? Will we remember all the other stuff? Like, will we remember his 33 points in that game? Will we remember he was averaging 20-something? I think the answer is no.
No, you remember the play.
But we'll remember Jalen Brunson being epic for all the series. So it's like there's a collective remembrance for what Jalen Brunson did, but there's just like an individual remembrance from what OG did. And again, I love OG. I'm not even knocking him. I'm just trying to debate whether or not
he's also not David Tyree or Mario Manningham. He was more important to the team as a whole.
Right.
So it's not like he's going to be defined by the one play, but not like other plays we've seen in this city. So curious where you guys stand. 888-808-1019.
I think it's no, but I don't know. This is a James Dolan question.
Yeah,
for real.
it is. Well, he will be on in the 5 o'clock hour with Carton and Big Mac. Jackson in Massapequa. Jackson, what's up?
Hey, Jackson.
Hi, what's up? I first time, long time. So I have a quick question. So all like the players on the current team right now for the Knicks, how many of them do you think are going to be on the team next year and leave for bigger contracts?
Yeah, that's a big question, and I can't even start thinking about it.
I
we got
can't
the
either.
draft next week. Karl Anthony Towns, he has a contract coming, right?
Yeah, but I think you could either work out an extension this year. I don't think he's off the team this year. It'll be a question for the year after. The big one is going to be Mitchell Robinson this offseason.
And isn't Jalen Brunson in a couple of years eligible for?
Yeah, and remember
a
that
max, and the number was like $90-something million a year.
Yeah, remember that story that came out during the year that we kind of brushed aside, which was he's not going to take a discount again.
Right.
By the way, nor should he ever again.
No.
He got his championship. He should take the Knicks for every last dollar of a max.
Oh, yeah,
extension.
100%.
Are you kidding me? All right. Dan in West Caldwell. Dan, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for taking the call. I wanted to touch base with you with regards to this topic of jersey retirement and how it ties in with the fact that this roster very well could have an argument for 5 future Hall of Famers, not counting Mike Brown on the team right now. I mean, as you guys kind of touched on, the Basketball Hall of Fame is not just NBA accomplishments. It's in all accomplishments, NCAA, even high school, right? And they have multiple players on the team that have multiple NCAA championships.
True.
That's
a great point.
And
they have
Josh Hart.
But he only has one. He has one NCAA, one NBA.
But the point is you've paired them.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely. And then you have OG Anunoby, who, although he didn't really play as much in the Raptors championship run, he has 2 NBA rings. As a
Didn't play at all in the finals with the Raptors, but I get your point.
Yeah, Mikal Bridges has 2 NCAA, one NBA. Right.
Yeah, I mean,
part of that team, right?
No, the Villanova story as it ties to the Knicks and the Basketball Hall of Fame matters. I mean, are we going to retire Josh Hart's number too?
I'm more interested in, like, he brings up a different point, which is really interesting.
The Hall of Famers?
Yeah, is this team full of 5 Hall of Famers?
It might be based on the basketball.
Like, seriously. Jalen Brunson, almost definitely. Cat, likely. Mikal Bridges with 2 national championships and an NBA championship. Josh Hart with 1 and 1. And then OG.
It's possible. It's possible.
Could you imagine you have 5 starters all in the Hall of Fame?
I can't.
That would be insane.
But you know what? If that's the case, then yeah, their numbers should be retired.
The Garden's going to get a lot fuller up there.
Oh, absolutely.
We've all been focused on whether they hang that cup banner or not. I think we're forgetting. There might be 7 banners that go up from this year.
I think a lot of it for New York is going to depend. Like, does Cat stay here long term? Is he here for the next 5 years or next 2 years?
Oh, and yes, and that's going to be interesting when the first
OG
dismantling
already got
starts.
paid, so he's going to be here.
Yeah.
This is the Hall of Fame conversation is what's more interesting to me.
Well, there
because
you have
I wouldn't have said Josh Hart's a Hall of Famer or Mikal Bridges is a Hall of Famer.
But because of the basketball,
because of
it's
the
totally
contributions that they've made to
Think
basketball.
about football down in Atlanta. They have a college football Hall of Fame.
And by the way, the streak that Mikal consecutive games played streak.
That matters too. Lot on the table. 888-808-1019. So how many jersey retirement numbers will the Knicks have out of this? I mean, this is just Hall of Famers. This championship has changed the legacy of many. I promise I'll get to why Jalen Brunson sucks at ordering food finally to pay off that tease. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on The Fan.
I'm always incredibly busy, always on the go, and knowing my family is safe is of utmost importance to me. That's why I turn to our partners at Sloman's who introduced and installed the Sloman Shield Link system into my home, a smart home security solution combining safety, convenience, and peace of mind that I can manage right from my phone. The beauty of it is their technician, Jack, his name happened to be, came to my house and asked us, what do we want? What do we need? Well, I want all of my doors to lock when I turn on my alarm. If it's nighttime, I want all the landscape lighting to come on. I want my garage to be able to control when I come on. And more importantly, because we host parties and some events at our house, I want a sound system that sounds amazing. And Jack put it all in, took all of the information that we had, set it up exactly how we needed it to do, connected everything through Wi-Fi. I mean, hell, he made my Wi-Fi more efficient in my house. This Sloman's technicians were absolutely phenomenal. And I can play Dave Matthews and Teddy Swims and all the old school hip hop that I want and annoy my daughters all at the same time. This Sloman Shield Link system is absolutely fantastic. You can experience the future of home security and automation with the Sloman Shield Link system as well. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME, or go online at slomans.com.
And this portion of the program was sponsored by Ray Katina, Mercedes-Benz of Edison.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here, helping you beat the books with Westwood One Sports. In the big soccer tournament later today, England plays Croatia. England, a minus 145 favorite. And I want to lay that price. I love England in this tournament with its new German coach. And I know Croatia has made a couple deep runs in the last big international tournaments, but I think England's better. Give me England to win, minus 145. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
Make this your summer of unforgettable drives in a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Their expert team makes shopping easy and stress-free. One reason they were named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison for luxury driving all summer long.
Hi, I'm Patty, founder of Awesome Tex. I started with a big idea to give old clothes a new life by turning them into recycled fibers and threads. Everyone told me that this was going to be impossible. But Chase for Business believed in me. They gave me a lot of guidance from the beginning.
Get financial guidance from bankers in the New York community and convenient digital tools all in one place. Learn more at chaseforbusiness.com. Make more of what's yours. Real customers compensated. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
What an atmosphere tonight. The stands are packed. Down here, two fans side by side, both holding a Heineken. Promising start. The chant begins. Listen to that. Perfect sync. Corner coming in. They lean forward together and goal! Arms up. They cheers. Wait. That's a hug. That's a hug. Let's check the replay. Yes, two strangers at kickoff. Friends by full time.
Fans have more friends. Find yours in the stands. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Tired of hearing scary radio ads about the IRS? Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000 or $500,000, we have a solution. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS with zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with a BBB. End your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com or call 800-339-6282. That's 800-339-6282.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Listen to MLB Insider Calls on WFAN all season long. Presented by Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional-grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the soccer tournament, you're getting robbed. Delete that app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. Trade against other fans, not the house. Polymarket, your go-to prediction market for soccer's biggest stage. Available in all 50 states. Download the Polymarket app. Use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility apply.
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? Oof. We've got specialists for that. Layup, take you down? We've got specialists for that. With nearly 50 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Now is the time. This is the place. June 24th through the 28th at TPC River Highlands. Visit TravelersChampionship.com for information.
From opening night to championship night, what a ride! The New York Knicks are NBA champions. Continue the celebration with a fan.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Mets and Reds underway in Cincinnati. It is, in fact, 3-0 Mets. They had a big third inning. Juan Soto with an RBI. Mark Vientos with an RBI. Tonight at Yankee Stadium, it's Anthony Kay and Carlos Rodon at 7:05 in a game that can be heard here on The Fan, and a very, very, very special first pitch tonight at Yankee Stadium as Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart will take them out at Yankee Stadium throughout the first pitch. And parade coverage tomorrow, our parade coverage tomorrow, is brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. Brunson and Hart throw strikes tonight?
No. Josh Hart doesn't have a natural throwing motion. Brunson might. But no, then it doesn't even matter.
If Josh Hart bounces one tonight, Brunson will never let him forget it.
Of course.
Never let him forget
He's going to throw it from like 15 feet.
Now, Tiki, if you know there's something important I consider in life, it's food, obviously. The viral order that Jalen Brunson has given out to the public.
Tell me about this because I missed it.
All right, so Jalen Brunson was asked what his bodega breakfast order is, and it has started a trend, and now apparently everybody in New York City.
Bodega breakfast?
Well, yeah, I mean, whatever. Corner store.
Right.
You go to the suburbs, your bagel store, whatever.
Right.
Apparently the last 2 days, New York City can't keep up with making these. And it's the Brunson egg and cheese, okay?
Which is?
Jalen Brunson will get you a peach iced tea, probably a Snapple. He'll do the purple bag of Doritos, which I appreciate. I love the purple bag of Doritos. That's the spicy chili.
Oh, spicy chili. Right. I don't eat Doritos anymore, so I don't even know what the new flavors are.
The purple's been out a couple of years. Good beach chips. Sneaky good beach chip. Right amount of spice. Okay, but forget that. That's your drink and your side. The sandwich. The sandwich is the everything bagel. No problem there.
I like that.
Cheese, hash brown, spicy mayo, and toasted.
I mean, that sounds actually delicious.
That sounds delicious. Here's my issue. I need a meat on my egg and cheese, whether that be bacon, whether that be sausage, whether that be ham, whether that be you people in Jersey calling it scrapple or whatever you're doing over there.
What? Scrapple?
Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, scrapple's it's a South Asian thing.
I thought that was the scrapple. What am I talking about?
Well, you know what it is? No, I'm thinking of Spam.
Taylor ham, right? The Taylor.
You're thinking of Taylor ham.
Or pork roll?
The pork roll.
Why did I think it was called scrapple? I don't know why. Either way.
Taylor ham is a pork roll.
Okay.
You are right. Scrapple is a traditional Pennsylvania Dutch dish made from pork scraps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
My
probably
point is,
not that, but
No.
that ham, sausage, bacon. Jalen Brunson's putting hash brown, egg, and cheese. I got no meat on there, and he's slapping spicy mayo with eggs.
I mean, maybe he's not. I mean, that sounds actually delicious. Spicy mayo.
I like spicy mayo, but eggs are already runny itself. I'm putting mayo
Okay,
on
what
it.
do you eat your French fries with? Ketchup or mayo?
Ketchup or
Have
malt
you ever
vinegar.
tried it with mayo?
Only when mixed with ketchup.
Try it with just mayo and tell me what you think. It's actually pretty good.
Okay, I want to make something really clear before I get a lot of haters in the mentions. I'm not anti-mayo. I love mayo.
Okay.
I love mayo on a sandwich. I love mayo on a cheeseburger.
Then why would you not like it with potato? Do you like sour cream with your potato?
Yes.
Okay,
But sour
so then
cream and mayo are not the same thing.
I know that, but it's a similar condiment.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the mayo taste. Like, I don't like potato salad.
I don't either, but that's only because most people make potato salad incorrectly.
Look, to me, an egg is moist enough. I don't even like ketchup on my eggs. Hot sauce, maybe. Mayo? And the hash brown, I'm sorry. Jalen Brunson, give me a piece of
That
sausage.
gives it some different texture to it.
I'm out on the Brunson.
gives it that crunch.
Yes, absolutely, Jack. It's absolutely. I mean,
Bacon, egg, and cheese with a hash brown in it is next level.
Okay, but you have the
But
bacon.
you have to have the bacon in it.
This
I guess
is my point.
Yeah, it's kind of like that weird situation
so
because
he's
you got
missing the meat.
He's missing the
Well,
meat.
maybe he doesn't eat a lot of meat.
He might not.
I mean, maybe he has high blood pressure or high cholesterol or something.
But the hash brown's not helping that out though.
That's a good
true.
point. You can't claim high blood pressure when he's putting a fried
And
potato strap on
spicy
it.
mayo and Doritos and
What are you
Snapple.
talking
I don't
about?
think he's worried about that.
I would just say this is the first time Jalen Brunson has not been clutch over the last 3 months.
Oh, come on. Have you tried this?
No.
Then go try it. Today, because you're getting on a plane today, right?
Tomorrow, after the
All
parade.
right, tomorrow, after the parade. Get you a spicy mayo ham, egg, and cheese, or whatever. Hash brown, egg, and cheese.
Should we have these at the parade tomorrow?
Oh, we definitely should.
All right, I'll see what I can pull off.
I don't know what restaurant we're going to be able to get it from with any kind of.
Well, what if it was picked up pre-walking in?
But then it's not going to be warm.
All right, you know what? We'll figure this out. We'll workshop
Because
this.
there's nothing worse than a cold egg, cheese, and whatever.
It's a
sandwich.
good point.
It is not good.
Good point.
Like pizza, you can eat cold.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Eggs,
it's got to be hot.
doesn't work.
Got to be hot. All right, Andrew in New Jersey. Andrew, what's up?
Hey, I want to let you guys know, I don't know what you guys are thinking about the greatest year in sports in New York. I witnessed all of this, 1969 to 1973.
Tell us about it, because
69
none of us were alive, and I'm old.
69, the Jets and the Mets is the greatest championship ever.
Right, but what happens
Not
if
only
the
that-
what happens if
not
the
only
Yankees? Hey, what happens if the Yankees win this year, Andrew? Will
And
will
don't
that
forget,
surpass
hold on,
it?
the Yankees were at their worst at that time.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm saying this year. What if the Yankees win also this year, and you have the
I don't
Knicks?
think they're not winning without Judge.
Well,
period.
Judge is going to be back.
Judge is
Hopefully,
back,
at some
coming
point.
back.
We don't know. We don't have a
Listen, let's
timeline
not
yet.
forget. Let's not forget how injury prone he was the first 3 years.
All right, well,
Right.
all right, we get it. 1969 was great. You're discounting that it could happen this year. Okay, what else you got?
That Knicks team. No one my age is ever going to forget Willis Reed coming off the bench
Right.
and
It's
going up
legendary.
against the monster of monsters that made Shaq look like a wimp. No one's ever going to forget that.
No, but Andrew,
No one's
Andrew,
ever going to forget the
Andrew, I
Jets.
appreciate you. I appreciate your knowledge. I appreciate your history. But I think to that point, nobody's ever going to forget Jalen Brunson's dominance.
Yeah,
And
and
Mike
most
Brown
of us
coaching this
aren't alive to
Right.
witness that.
And guess what? There is going to be the Jack Carty of the world in 40 years when somebody else is on WFAN talking about whatever championship happens. Then it'll be like, you don't understand what the 2026 Knicks and what they did to that Victor Wembanyama. Like, that is going to be, like, you hear how you sound?
I could see myself doing that in like 40 years.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand. Like,
yeah,
back
and
in
it was
my
the greatest
day,
year ever. Everybody doubted Aaron Judge, and then he finally won one, right? You know what I mean? Like, we're
Right.
going to get that. And then that Jackson Dart was Super Bowl MVP. Did I go too far?
I mean, maybe.
We'll see.
I mean, Jackson Dart could take a major leap. He could take a Pat Mahomes level leap, and all of a sudden the Giants are this team. So this year,
Don't send me home aroused.
This year, this year has the chance to be that. It is not that yet. I'm not even arguing that yet. But there's some optimism, and I think a lot of it is because of the Knicks. You now kind of start to believe a little bit.
Well, how's it not? And all the players, like Judge was at these games, but all the Giant players that were at these games, how does it not?
Scatterbo went to San Antonio.
The players have paid attention to what happened here. Yeah. How could it not be in the back of their minds?
Breece Hall went to San Antonio.
Yes, which was crazy. He's friends with Jackson Dart. Too bad he signed that extension. He could have came and joined Scatterbo and Tracy. Mark in Connecticut. Mark, what's up, man?
Hey, Mark, what's up, dude?
Hey, how you doing, guys? Listen, you guys are talking about putting numbers up in the rafters, and I think you're mixing a little bit of apples and oranges.
Go ahead.
Okay.
The Hall of Fame is career, absolutely, but I think up in the rafters has a combination of your career and what have you done here. What's your longevity and what's your production?
Right.
And I'll give you listen, I remember I hate to say it, but I am one of those older guys that does remember the first championship and listening to it on the radio and only knowing what cable TV was in New York City because you couldn't see these games on TV.
Yeah.
And then when I kept a scrapbook of 73 every day. I was a vendor at the Garden for 2 years. I got out of college. I was a 31-year season ticket holder.
Nice.
So there's something to be said. Just because, your career was something, what have you done here? I'd make the argument for you when people are talking about Carmelo Anthony. Is he a Hall of Famer? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think his number belongs in the rafters? What do you think?
I actually think this championship, this is a different conversation, has hurt Carmelo's case to be put in the rafters.
Probably.
I would make the argument that he never should have even been considered for the rafters because I would tell you that his better years were in Denver.
I agree with that.
They weren't here. And I believe he was among the most selfish ball players around because he never made anybody better on the court, number one. And if he wasn't so adamant about getting here so quickly and he would have waited for the season to end and come as a free agent, we wouldn't have had to lay the cupboard bare, so we had nothing to play with for the next 5 years.
Good point.
So, and if you take a look, we lost the number 2 that they could have drafted was a Draymond Green. The number 1 swap 5 years later, guess what? Jamal Murray. Hey, say what you want, but just because you want to be here doesn't mean you necessarily did the right thing. And you remember when Junior Griffey said, "Don't, Seattle, hey, don't give Cincinnati, don't give up much to get me here because I'm coming next year. Don't lay the cupboard bare." And Carmelo didn't do that. So I'd make the argument that a Hall of Famer, yes, but not a number to be retired in Madison Square Garden.
Mark, I want to be clear. When I brought up the guys making the Hall of Fame here and we had that caller bring up the combination of the Villanova thing, the championship is what separates it. Carmelo didn't win a championship.
Yeah. But he was beloved. And everybody feels like his number should have been retired. And I think you're right in some capacity that this championship, because it satisfies that drought, like that feeling that Knicks fans had about him. It got satisfied this year by Jalen Brunson and this current crew. But I just had the conversation in the break with C-Mac, and we were talking about the numbers, obviously. But then when that caller called and said, well, forget the numbers for a second and just think about the Hall of Fame. If all of those guys somehow make it to the Hall of Fame, and it's Brunson, it's Cat, it's Mikal Bridges, contributed by the fact that his consecutive game played streak, which we mock at times, but it's a real thing.
Yep.
And look, my brother is in the Hall of Fame for a lot of reasons. One of which is because after he started playing and started being a top-end player, he didn't miss games. He played 14 straight years, basically, without missing a game.
He also revolutionized the position in the NFL.
Of course, because the slot corner became a huge deal. He played outside, but in third down situations, he was the slot corner and made one of the biggest plays in Tampa Bay Bucks, maybe NFL history, when he picked off Donovan McNabb and went 92 yards and put them in the Super Bowl, which they ultimately won. He made the position different. You look for your slot corner to be that kind of playmaker as opposed to just another DB to put on the field. That's what it used to be. But a lot of his Hall of Fame credential is he always played. He was always available. And so if they all play another 2 or 3, 4 years, maybe, hell, if they win another one, definitely. But they could all be Hall of Famers. And if they're Hall of Famers and their iconic moment was with the Knicks winning the championship after 53 years, aren't they iconic New York athletes and deserve to have their numbers retired? I mean, it changed my perspective on it when you think about the Hall of Fame viability of a lot of guys on this team.
And while we all agree the story is not yet finished for these Knicks players, just remember, they've been here for 3 years already. I'm thinking a lot of them are going to be here for 3 years. A lot of these guys might be here a decade.
Yeah.
A decade with a championship. Come on.
That's a big deal.
That's a big deal. All right. We'll close out next. We'll re-go over some of the parade details for tomorrow to keep you in the loop and set you up for the Carton Show Big Mac, a big one with James Dolan in studio in the 5 o'clock hour. It's Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash on The Fan. And this Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by Flag and Anthem. Real close for real life.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Led by the greatest of all time, defending champions Argentina kicked off their World Cup title defense with a dominant 3-0 victory over Algeria. Making a historic 6th tournament appearance, Lionel Messi scored his first ever World Cup hat trick. The treble took his tally to 16 goals, tying the all-time tournament scoring record. I'm Maddie Bates.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay, are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
This summer, luxury comes in threes. 3 premier destinations, Mercedes-Benz of Edison, Ray Catena of Freehold, and Mercedes-Benz of Union. 3 reasons to drive Mercedes-Benz: the versatile GLC, the refined GLE, and the Ray Catena experience, where the customer always comes first. Wherever summer takes you, discover luxury SUVs built for every journey. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison, Ray Catena of Freehold, and Mercedes-Benz of Union, or go to RayCatenaMercedes.com. 3 locations, triple luxury, 1 unforgettable summer.
Hey, New York, congratulations from BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Players can shoot their shot with more sports action like odds boosts, same-game parlay boosts, and more. BetMGM offers a star-studded lineup of markets, including live bets, props, and original bets. And if you're looking to call the shots with the same precision as the champs, early cash out will be offered on select bets to give you the flexibility to take your payout early. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply.
Town Fair Tire honors any valid rebates, manufacturers or competitors' rebates. Yes, even any competitors' rebates. And we give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Corona congratulates the New York basketball champions on winning the 2026 title. From the parade to La Playa, continue the celebration this Thursday at Broadstone on Broad Street from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Limes Inn championship win. Enjoy Corona specials and swag as you celebrate on La Playa. Please drink responsibly.
If we're being honest, guys in this town, pretty confident. And hey, that's not a bad thing. But are you willing to put it to the test? California Cryobank is looking for healthy men to become sperm donors. You can earn up to $2,400 a month. Plus, get free health and genetic screenings. And more importantly, you're helping families who can't do this on their own. So if you really think you've got it, and you know who you are, put it to good use. Apply now and see if you qualify. Check out spermbank.com to learn more.
Hey, Boomer Esiason here. You know, after years in the game, I don't guess. I go with what works.
Red Pocket Mobile gives you 3 major 5G networks to choose from. Switching cities? Switch your network. That's like calling your own Audible. Visit redpocket.com to see why more Americans are switching to better wireless without paying more. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Spring is winding down, but pest season is just getting started. Mosquitoes, ticks, ants, and wildlife are becoming more active across the greater New York area as summer temperatures rise. Enjoy your summer, not the pests. J.P. McHale Pest Management helps protect your home, family, pets, employees, and customers all season long. With local offices in the New York metropolitan area, their local experts are ready with seasonal residential savings and free commercial inspections. Visit nopests.com. That's NOPESTS.com. J.P. McHale Pest Management, not just good, guaranteed.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Here's a World Soccer Championship Team Spotlight, brought to you by the first ever Infiniti QX65 and by Lowe's. Give your yard its own moment with the new limited time deals from Lowe's.
Germany is in rebuild mode, but never count them out. A tenacious central midfielder drives the engine room while young forwards bring speed and creativity. Their tactical discipline and tournament pedigree remain formidable.
The New York Knicks have reached the mountaintop for championship reaction, analysis, and celebration from every corner of the tri-state. Stay with the Fan.
It is Evan and Tiki with Shaun Morash here on the Fan Parade Eve. So here's the deal. Here's what's going to come next. The Carton Show with C-Mac comes up at 3:30. Mike Breen is going to join the show. In the 5 o'clock hour, James Dolan will join the show in studio. Now, we did talk about this earlier, but I want to re-bring this up. Everything that goes into a parade, if you have not been, it has been 15 years since the last of our 4 big sports have had one, meaning this amount of people, if not more, they're going to flood New York City. The NYPD, Tiki, says 10,000 uniformed officers will be on hand for the Knicks ticker tape parade tomorrow. The department characterizes this as the largest deployment of a single planned event in New York City history.
Wow. Thank you, Boys in Blue.
Thank you, Boys in Blue. For comparison, this is larger than NYPD's deployment for New Year's Eve in Times Square. So, look, if you have any thoughts about being safe tomorrow and everything, clearly New York's finest are going to be out there in full force. There are going to be security checkpoints. We went over this earlier. A ton of these street corners from Trinity Streets and Nassau Streets, and to get even to the Canyon of Heroes, beginning at 6 o'clock, security checks just to get through. Strollers, a no-go if you're bringing a baby. Backpacks, bags, anything that's not a plastic water bottle, right? No coolers, no beach chairs. You're not going for a day at the beach.
Nope. You're standing and watching and enjoying it and celebrating with the New York Knicks, but it is going to be very strict getting in.
Very strict getting in. And as I alerted everybody, if you are new to this, if you're younger and this is like, hey, I'm in for a minute, I can't wait to go celebrate this. Man, if you let your alarm go to 7 a.m. tomorrow and think you're going to wake up, shower, and go get a good spot along that parade route that's only 10 blocks, I'm sorry. You might get lucky. You're probably going to be too late.
Yeah.
Again, from personal experience at the Giants and Yankees, and if you think this one is going to be more people, then think about this. I arrived between 6:15 and 6:30, and I basically was already in the second or third row from the front row at railings. Again, that was one spot I went to. Maybe you will find other spots, but you're talking about mass crowds between 6 and 6:30 a.m. if you want to find good spots.
Yeah, no, it's going to be difficult. So get there early for sure. There is a cracker of a World Cup match going on right now.
What do you
Portugal facing the Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo just leveled it seconds in the 50th minute right before halftime. It's 1-1 Portugal with the Democratic Republic of Congo. Great match. Cristiano Ronaldo obviously on that squad. João Neves had the early go-ahead goal for Portugal, and Yohan Wissa just equaled it right before half. So great soccer match if you're paying attention to the World Cup.
And that would be a massive upset right here. Right?
Huge upset. Even a draw would be a huge upset for the Democratic Republic of Congo.
I didn't realize Ronaldo was still cooking. How old is he now?
He's got to be 38, 30-something. He's around there. He's around the same age as Lionel Messi, who had a hat trick yesterday. So World Cup action is hot and heavy right now.
Yeah, yesterday was a great day for the World Cup of the Stars. There was a time I bet a draw between the U.S. and Portugal, and Ronaldo scored an extra time in the World Cup, and I was the only one at a Vegas sportsbook to hit, and people tried to fist fight me because I didn't bet the USA to win. So be very careful when it comes to the World Cup. So obviously, look, everybody going out to the parade tomorrow, be safe, be patient. Be patient. There's a lot of people working security tomorrow. A lot of police officers, and let's leave the world tomorrow feeling like New York City is a really, really fun place to celebrate a championship and not a place with a lot of just horrible stuff. Because even if 99% of you great, the 1% is what people are going to focus on. Don't be that 1% tomorrow. Let's go have a fun New York City day that the world will remember forever. Parade coverage on The Fan tomorrow is brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. The Carton Show coming up next with Big Mac. Thanks to Jack Hardy along the way. Evan will be back with us tomorrow. Enjoy Parade Eve. Mike Breen, 3:30. James Dolan on the 5 o'clock hour. Here comes the Carton Show up next.